And you were trending today once again,
No,
which is
really?
You were trending.
It was Pope, and then you were right under the Pope, and I think you can guess why.
I just don't get it.
Everyone was tagging me in that one clip of Shane and the KATY therapist podcast saying Shane was shading you.
It definitely was about me.
You think?
Have we learned nothing? Like, what? He's like, I love being canceled, held me accountable. I was like, do we know what you're canceled for? Like, let's rewind the tapes. Like, that's what was so frustrating.
Oh.
Her name is Trish, she's got the dish and all the gossip's filthy rich, pretty and pink, hot topic queen, and says what everybody thinks, she's just Trish.
Hello and welcome to the Just Trish podcast. You guys, we're back from GALA. We're going to the Met Gala and more. The newest little monster. I'm Just Trish, and I'm here with Oscar.
Gaga ooh la la. Pause up. Yeah.
I love it. Well, yes. Are you a little monster?
I think my little monster chip was activated after Gagachella because it really was one of the most incredible performances ever. I did have like FOMO from not seeing it.
I know, same.
I was one of the, the first two eras of Gaga, I was like really in it. I kind of tapered off a little bit, but I've always loved her. But the little monster chip definitely is back in action.
Is that what they call it, the little monster chip?
I call it the little monster chip. It's in my brain somewhere, you know what I mean? Like it's in the back of my brain, and then seeing Gagachella, I was like, this is why I loved her as a little gay teenager.
Oh, okay. Because for me, I never had the chip. It never was inserted.
Oh, the chip was implanted in me for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
What year did she come on the scene?
Oh my God, I was in high school. I want to say
2009.
Maybe 2008, 2009.
I was in a ditch in Hollywood. I always say this: Justin Bieber, Twilight, Gaga, missed the whole thing.
You did miss an iconic era of pop culture, but it's almost more iconic that you get to relive it almost 20 years later.
I love it. Thanks to the Glee episode where they're all dressed in Gaga outfits. I was like, I need to know more.
Oh, I love that episode.
Gaga came. Wait, what sparked it for me? Something came recently that Gaga. You remember there was
Joker
something.
2?
Period. That was it. Her performance. No, I swear there was something that made me get on the train
Shallow?
before. No. Like this year, she did something gaggy.
Abracadabra?
No, don't know that one either.
I really think Joker 2 is when you started talking about her
that
again.
I just loved her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I decided to really hop on the train, and I'm glad that I'm on it. I love it. We both sing live as our microphones
Mics
are on.
on.
And not to be this person, but at Radio City Music Hall, my mic too was off for the first 3 minutes. It was. I have eyewitnesses. I was looking at my microphone. I was like, "Where? It's not on." So we both sing live. The mics are definitely on, and I'm just in my Gaga phase. How about you? Are you a little monster over there?
I'm gagged.
Okay.
Sorry, I watched his stream yesterday. So
Oh yeah, Moses did watch your stream.
Oh,
He
my
was telling-
stream?
yeah.
Oh, wow. You were in chat? Okay.
Yeah. Wait, what was the thing you said? That there was like a
no, I just didn't know there were so many ways to say gag.
Gaggy.
Oh, yeah.
But there was some word you said that was like,
Oh, I know. Evidence.
I was like, I
evidence.
didn't watch the stream. He's like, but he's just like the evidence, and I was like, okay, love it.
Gotta put a little spice in there.
You also
sometimes.
started this out as like a drag race judge because you were giving a line. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I like
True.
it.
Yeah.
Drag Race has inspired me. We'll get to that soon.
No, you look beautiful. I mean, this is art.
I love it. I love it.
Every time
This
you
is-
open your eyes, it's like two suns.
Yes, we were taking off the lashes soon. I don't know how Gaga did at the Met Gala. She has a lot of like eyes open. We are taking these off momentarily. I just wanted to give you guys the look. Also, before I forget, Eras of Trish tour continues, where I do perform Shallow and sometimes Edge of Glory. I guess that's in my repertoire because apparently I did that in the kitchen floor. I was opening
yes,
cabinets.
you did. I loved it. I'm on the edge, the edge. And then he goes, with you.
Oh, you know
Drawers
it.
are flying everywhere. Yes, of
I
course.
guess
It
maybe I
was
was
a moment.
Little Monster internally
You
didn't
have
know.
covered a lot of Gaga. I mean, maybe just those two songs, Shallow and Edge of
Probably
Glory. But
more.
there must be more in there somewhere.
I think there's like a paparazzi dance when I was like literally in the ditch in Hollywood. I don't know if it's still up, but it's me on my green futon from World Market, and it's like me opening my legs. I was doing like a stripper dance to it. I don't know. It's very weird. So I think Gaga has been in my repertoire, and I didn't even know. Love you, little monsters. But the Eras of Trish tour continues. Watch me sing Shallow live this this weekend in Minneapolis, Chicago, and Milwaukee. I believe Minneapolis and Chicago are sold out, but Milwaukee, there's still tickets. There'll be a special song in Chicago, a special merch in Chicago. You don't want to miss it. We've been selling out. The tour is now more than halfway over, so come see the Eras of Trish tour. All right. I need the pit crew in here to help me get my lashes off. Oh, makeup today by Ari, hair by Tony, outfit by Eddie. You know, just giving drag. All right. We'll be back in 2 minutes. We're back. Whew, all right. I'm not cut to go to the Met Gala, I don't think. There's just no way. The shoes, the lashes, the carpet, the not peeing is crazy.
I would do anything to see you there, though.
Maybe. I'll consider. I don't think I made the list this year. I didn't see my name on it.
That's true, and it is just in a couple weeks. So
I know. I probably didn't get invited, huh?
You might have missed the mark. Oh, but you wouldn't be performing. Oh, no, actually, no,
I
because
would
it's
love
Monday.
to perform. Oh. I would be there. Oh. I was like, I'll be there. I'm on tour. I can just bring my dancers with me. We'll be at the Met. Who is performing? Because Ariana's performed there.
I don't know. Usually, I don't know if they announce like performers. I think like videos just usually come out like from people filming inside, because I don't know if they announced Ariana and Cynthia performing at the that one Met Gala. Yeah.
Who's like the guest of honor? You know, like Zendaya was last year.
Let me see. I want to say ASAP Rocky is one of them.
Oh, okay. Love that.
Let me see.
He's fashionable. That makes
Okay,
sense.
yeah, it's Coleman Domingo, Louis Hamilton, ASAP Rocky, Pharrell Williams, and Anna Wintour, and LeBron James will serve as honorary chair.
Oh.
I think the theme is about menswear this year.
Right.
Yeah, so that also makes sense for the
That's
theme.
fun.
I mean, that's made for you.
I know.
I would have loved to have gone Troy Bolton costume for sure. I would have been there. That sounds fun. Sad I won't be there, but maybe next year. Are you going?
Certainly not. No.
Does E.T. go? Does Denny Directo go?
No, E.T. does go. The press lineup there it's kind of wild though. It's a little bit of a free for all. They put you like along the stairs, you know, the staircase that everyone walks up.
Yes.
And then there's the shrubs. They put the press behind the shrubs, and it's kind of a free for all. It's like
that.
usually, you know, the celebrities walk a carpet and they have a publicist putting them towards each like reporter.
Right.
But here it's like everyone's just putting their mics out, screaming and hoping that they come on by. You kind of have to like convince them to come over and talk. But
that's fun. And that's the one where people thought JLo was being rude because she was just like, nah. She was like not giving them any.
Yeah, I think they asked who she was wearing, and she just answered the question, but people thought she was being rude.
That's
Poor
crazy.
thing. Yeah.
I know. The JLo hate train is kind of weird. It kind of like came out of nowhere.
I was riding that hate train. I jumped off of that one too, just because honestly, like I said last week, like her being so supportive of her non-binary child, I'm like, damn, you know, she's actually a good mom. So shout out J-Lo. I mean, maybe unpopular opinion. And she's performing at Pride. You know, we'd love to see
that
it.
night I'm performing. I'll be there 5:15. I think J-Lo's going on at like 9. So
and she's truly about it. So
that is crazy though. Like you answer a question like, wow, rude.
And really, she just said like, I think even us, when we were on the hate train at that time, and we even said, well, she did just answer the question. You know,
Yeah,
I think she just literally said the designer.
Defend it. Yeah. Maybe she'll be there again this year. I would love to be there. I would love to be shouting at people, being like, hey, like, you know, get a question out there.
But I feel like in a way, it's also kind of your worst nightmare to like, if you were like a guest, because then you have to go in, you know, you're seated with people and then you're like alone because they don't let you bring like, you know, a +1 or anything.
To the Met Gala?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, like publicists can't even go in with like, you know,
wow.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't thinking guest. I was thinking like the person
reporter.
at the top.
Okay, T.
You know what I mean? How do I get to be like Emma Chamberlain's job?
It can be
That's what I want.
camouflage as a shrub.
Yeah, you can do that.
That's true. I know how we're gonna get you in. Well, I think Anna Wintour doesn't like fat people, so I don't think we're getting there. Have you ever seen one fat correspondent?
Oh, fat correspondent. I mean,
Plus size, if we want to be politically correct.
I mean, I guess Ashley Graham was considered the plus size correspondent. I think was that the one where didn't she have a rude encounter with someone as a correspondent or something? Was that the Met Gala?
Or was it Oscars? Hugh Grant?
Oh, you're right. Maybe it was Oscars.
I love her, but I don't think she's plus size.
Not really. I mean, for the industry standard, I guess.
But for all those fat girls who actually are humongous, like seeing someone with a flat tummy, love her. Should be a model for sure. Call her mid-size, whatever. Plus size is a little offensive because it's like, well, if I had a flat stomach, I probably too would be on Broadway and hosting.
She's perfectly like proportionate.
Yeah, she's like
body.
a statuesque and gorgeous and beautiful. I would, yeah. But if there was like not, she's skinny, whatever. Melissa McCarthy, like if she's like hosting, you know, that's more representation. Although she's skinny now too. Sorry, I'm just trying to find someone who looks like me, okay, so I can relate. Ashley Graham and I are definitely not in the same category as far as stature goes. Anyways, how are you? You're giving Summer Boy brownie. Okay. Do you know the Brownie Girl Scout honor code?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Tea. Yeah.
What do they do? This is kind of Hunger
is this
Games.
Star Trek? Oh no, this is Hunger Games.
This
You're
is
right.
Hunger Games. And brownies. The Girl Scouts would always be like, on my honor, I will try to serve God and my country at all times and to abide by the Girl Scout law. I think that's like one of it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Kind of religious.
On my honor, I will try to serve God. Yeah.
Okay.
It was the 90s. Everyone was trying to work God in there somehow. I like it. What's the vibe? And you have no hat today. You look good.
I know. I finally got a haircut. That was big. I kept putting it off because I only have like one day off. I have Sundays off. So it depends on the vibe. Usually I'm kind of tired. I don't want to do any like errands or tasks. But
yeah.
It was Easter Sunday. I had to rise much like Jesus. So.
Oh, I love that. What did you do for Easter?
Got a haircut.
Did you go see your family?
Yeah.
Because then you streamed.
Bit.
So where did you see your family in between?
It was
there?
in there. It was like haircut, see my family for like an hour, and then streamed after that.
And how long do you stream for?
Almost 3 hours. It's supposed to be short, but I'm just too chatty. I just yap in there. It's too easy.
As Moses saw it.
I know.
How did you see it? Were you in there live while it was happening? Because we were out for Easter Sunday.
You know, the people send me stuff.
That is so funny. I didn't hype it up.
tea.
I made it seem like it was going to be very dramatic because I played like it's like a drama game. So I was like, ooh, I'm going to break my... I kind of reheated Tati's nachos. I said breaking my silence.
What did you break your silence on?
Honestly, I sat there and I was silent the first minute.
Oh,
And then
I love that.
yeah,
Just
it's
like
like
not
symbolism.
talking.
Yeah.
And you just were like, I'm here.
Yeah, exactly. Although then I learned some stuff about James Charles, but I'm still investigating it, so I don't want to, announce it. My investigation.
Who told you? The chat?
The chat, yeah.
Chats always seem to be a little dubious. I don't ever go on a platform with chats, and so I'm always just like, I don't know. They always seem to feed you false information. In general, people would always do it when I would ever go, I have something. Oh.
No.
Okay. Yeah. Huh?
Scratching mine.
Oh, got it. When I would do those live chats, people would be like, Trisha, someone's behind you. Like always those kind of things. I don't like that. I was like, I don't trust the chats. And then, you see people reading chats and then they look stupid because they read something and then they're like, I don't know. Did you see the one? Like, it's like, oh, say you're on Jenna's side. So everyone's like, I'm on Jenna's side.
Oh my God, that's horrible.
Yeah. And it was like Jenna,
I
the
was
girl.
like Jenna Marble. That would have been me 100% because I would have been like, oh, love Jenna Marble.
I just said it, but you know what I mean, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's
So it's like,
terrible.
Yeah.
Chats are dubious.
I know.
Mine is
Be
usually
careful.
pretty sweet though, I think. I mean, it's,
They don't
it's
try to
nothing
trick you.
crazy. No. A lot of
Maybe if they're feeding you James Charles tea.
It's an ongoing investigation.
Is there any validity to it? Well, I don't even know what they said, but
the allegations going around, and again, this is just the abbreviated because I'm still looking into it. I literally learned about this like 10 hours ago, so I'm still, But you remember KAYLA MALECC? She was here,
of course. Yes.
And she has talked about her ex-boyfriend.
Yes, I have seen this.
Yes. Okay. So the development there is that allegedly one of her ex-boyfriend, one of his friends came out and said that James Charles was housing Evan like after all of this and giving him advice on how to deal with like the backlash, and allegedly had an affair with Evan, who I guess is bisexual. Allegedly, I don't know. This is just the reports.
Okay, we might need to investigate. This seems like a lot.
It's a lot. Yeah, it's been coming up on, now that I've been looking into it. There are a lot of TikToks. I haven't
seen anything about that.
It's crazy.
I
it's
thought
all
the guy
alleged.
was arrested.
He was let go. I saw that. He was arrested and he was let go pretty quickly.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So, yeah. And then allegedly James is like deleting comments that are asking about it. So,
oh my God.
But I don't know. It's all just that TikTok kind of talking right now. So I'm like, damn, you gotta reach out for statements and stuff.
Did you?
I think I'm going to when I really go into it, because this is just what I learned yesterday. I'm still, my findings are still not out yet, but because but also if someone's saying that like you're having an affair with like a guy, that'd be the first thing I did, would be like, you guys are crazy. Absolutely not. So
but then it gives like validity to it. Like you have to like address every rumor, right? Doesn't
but that's a big
gives
one,
attention.
Right? That's
well, I
like,
haven't heard it at all. That's what I'm saying. I feel like if it gets blown up, then you're like, what the hell is
well,
this?
I guess. Sorry,
we just heard about
blew it up.
chat.
Yeah. Just blew it
Because
up.
I was
guess.
like, I haven't heard that anywhere. And I follow pretty closely because, like, obviously I haven't talked about it because it's like a very serious issue and I don't know everything.
And
Obviously,
it's not like
support
tea
KAYLA.
either.
Yeah,
Like
it's definitely
KAYLA's
not tea.
situation,
It's
yeah.
definitely something like police involved, and it's like really. And I've been following her and obviously like support her, believe her, everything like that. But it's like definitely way too above my like help. What is it like resource? I don't know. There's very little I can.
Yeah,
It sounds like she went to the police or someone did because she.
Yeah,
got
and I'm
arrested.
glad she went very public with it
Yeah.
too, and that helps other girls hopefully avoid being in that situation
Yeah.
with him in the future. But yeah, like I need more of evidence before I,
I was like, because all I heard was from your chat. That's all I heard. So that's why I would assume James, maybe he doesn't even know it's out there because I didn't know it was
Maybe.
out there.
I know. I guess I just learned about this yesterday, but yeah, I guess we'll see.
All right. Well, hopefully he's not involved.
I hope so, because that's crazy. If so, that's like, and I feel like he's been kind of out of the drama.
That's what I'm saying.
right?
I mean, let's hope it's just
Yeah.
Oscar's dubious chat. Sounds a little like a chat stream to me. Because there'd be pictures. It'd be more viral. I'm pretty up to date with stuff happening.
I mean, I've seen it on TikToks. It's
Of
in
course.
the
You've
it's in the TikTok airways, but
Moses, you've
again,
seen-
it's all alleged. There's not.
You see TikToks with 0 views, 0 comments, and Moses is the first to comment. So of course you would see it.
We need more concrete. Either way, I mean, like the main person and the main problem is being handled by the police. It's a big issue.
Yeah, of
like
course,
The
yeah.
James Charles is kind of like a side quest for the TikTokers
Literally.
drama.
Yeah. All right. Well,
To be continued
to
on
be
that
continued.
one. Yeah.
Oscar will continue the investigation. Shout out Danny Directo for being on Hacks. Did you watch him on
Yes,
Hacks?
of course.
I love
He had
it.
a good scene in Hacks. Yeah.
He had a good scene. He had a good question. I wonder if he had to
Yes.
improv that or they gave it to him.
I feel like they must have given it to him. Denny was one of the reporters at the press conference for Deborah Vance who talked about, what was it? It was like, I called her a woman or something, and Deborah goes, I'm not a woman, I'm a comedian, or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
She was being feisty in that. We're very surprised how good Hacks is this season.
I haven't watched this week's episode yet, but the first two
good.
episodes were everything.
so good. It's crazy how like you like don't think there could be anything done, and then it's like, oh, this is so good.
Yeah, Hacks might be my favorite show on right now, I think.
Well,
I
all
mean,
the good shows just ended.
Yeah.
Like White
Last of
Lotus,
Us is
Drag
on
Race.
The
right
only
now,
show
though.
right now.
Last of Us, he said he tried to watch and wasn't good, and Moses is a fan, and he said
It's
that was
very
not good.
divisive, yeah. I mean, I'm always just kind of along for the ride, you know. But I think Hacks is just so funny. I literally laugh like throughout the whole entire episode.
Same,
It's
yeah.
not just like here and there, like little. It's like full on, like
No,
cackles. It's
so
so
good.
funny, yeah.
And who is it? Robbie Hoffman? Is that her name?
Yes,
She's on Gabby Wendy's wife.
Yes,
She's a big part too.
yeah.
I was
It's a pretty big role.
Love it. Yeah, that character is good. She's so good on it. We love watching.
That's so funny.
Yeah, she's so good. Like people are just good at acting. Like, God, I wish I could act. I don't think I
can
could. I
act.
think if I was there, it'd just like see me. You know what I mean? But you just see.
Oh, like you couldn't get like lost
I mean,
in the role. I think you could.
No,
you
especially-
can, but also like I think Danny Director is like based on the way you appear now in shows is as yourself. You know what I mean? So they're like,
I
they gave him
see.
the
Got
role of
it.
himself. So I think
Right. Okay. Where do you see Jake Shane if he appears as himself? Do you think he'll appear as himself?
I feel like he'll be a character, but again, it might be hard to differentiate like him. It's his acting debut, right?
Yeah, I'd be so interested to see that because it's like if he's not playing himself or an influencer, but I think he will be. It's gearing towards like Gen Z trying to get the young audience to watch.
Oh, yeah.
So I
yeah,
have a
that
feeling
kinda
it'll
makes
be-
sense. That does make sense.
maybe he's one of
influencer.
the writers. There's like writers coming in.
I think he's gonna play himself or a version of himself. You always see that with social media people. They always like, even Denny, you gotta play a little version of yourself. You know what I mean? Did good though. I loved it. I love Hacks.
Shout out to the Pope. Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. And you were trending today once again.
No,
which is,
Oh,
really?
wait,
You were trending.
it was
Really?
Pope, and then you were right under the Pope. And I think you can guess why.
I just don't get it. First of all, I'm months away from
Yeah.
my due date. Not even close this time. He's not in the British monarchy. Is it just like any influential person that dies gets to come reincarnated as my baby?
I think so. Yeah.
That one I don't get. If it was like, okay, if King Charles died, I'd be like, okay. But the Pope is kind of far removed from Queen Elizabeth. I don't understand why my womb is carrying all these souls.
I think it's like a historic person of power. I think if they pass away around the time where you're
Wow.
pregnant, people kind of associate the two.
so they think my baby is going to
At least the Pope
absorb
is
it.
a good guy, so that's right. Like,
Right, I
yeah.
think.
No, as far as I know,
He's
yeah,
always good.
yeah. Because everyone's like kind of sad that he passed away because stood up for the right things, pro LGBTQIA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah, he's
it's not
been
the
very
worst.
different from previous popes.
Yeah.
He's like a man of the people.
Thank you so much to the sponsor of today's episode, Home Chef. Home Chef, you've been a savior in this household. When I'm away on tour, I'm always eating out, and I'm so sick of it, okay? When I come home, I want something nutritious. I want something to taste good. I want something to feel homemade, and Home Chef has it. These days, it can feel like there's no difference in eating out or staying in. And to make matters worse, there's so many unhealthy options out there to sift through. Home Chef can help you save money and eat healthier with their fresh, delicious meals delivered straight to your door. Home Chef delivers fresh ingredients and chef-designed recipes conveniently to your doorstep to simplify your cooking experience. Users of leading meal kits have rated Home Chef #1 in quality, convenience, value, taste, and recipe ease. Whether you prefer classic meal kits with pre-proportioned ingredients, quick 30-minute recipes, that's us over here because when I'm hungry, oven-ready options, microwave meals, or dedicated family menu, Home Chef has everything you and your family need for hassle-free, delicious dinners. Because let me tell you, when I go to that grocery store, I have no idea what to pick up. Chili flakes, onion powder, onions, like what is what? Home Chef has you covered. Home Chef has over 30 options a week and serves a variety of dietary needs. Plus, it's economical. Home Chef customers save an average of $86 per month on groceries. And when meal planning ends up on the back burner, check out Home Chef's new 5-ingredient meals that simplify prep with super easy recipe steps using just 5 fresh, pre-proportioned ingredients. For a limited time, Home Chef is offering my listeners 50% off and free shipping for your first box, plus free dessert for life. That's right. Go to homechef.com/Trish. That's homechef.com/Trish for 50% off your first box and free dessert for life. You got me there. Homechef.com/Trish. Must be an active subscriber to receive free dessert. We love you, Home Chef. Thank you for sponsoring today's episode. I had no idea. The Catholic faith gets a bad rap with...
It could be a little dicey, but yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe he's 88, which is my favorite number.
And I mean, we'll see at that gender reveal. But if it's a boy, I fear you won't be able to escape the baby Pope allegation.
Pope Francis.
Yes.
If it's a boy, I guess so. I guess we're naming it. Pope is not a bad name.
Pope is not a bad name.
And your last album and Pope.
Technically, there's girls named Francis too, so we could have a girl Pope Francis. Name. Yeah, my dad's name is Francis. So.
Oh, there you go.
I'll take the Pope, I guess. I guess that's better than Charles.
Honestly, yeah.
That's for sure.
I just don't know how that happens. Like, how is that actually going into how do I actually absorb it? Like,
hey, the souls are flowing around, and then
I guess everyone's manifesting that. Gosh,
people
think I'm so powerful.
People do the math because there's a certain amount of days, and it's like it was like 42 or 49 days, and then.
Oh, really?
Like, so somebody probably.
How far are we out from July? No, we're more than 49 days. Sorry, y'all. I wish the Pope could have hung in there a little longer to be my reborn.
At least 10 hours to get here, and.
Well. Maybe I'll go into labor early. We'll see. Please no.
If only Harry Daniels could have sang "I Love You, Jesus" to the Pope before he passed.
That's right. He just talked about that, singing my song.
Mm-hmm. And you did say, "Isn't he better now?" Which was a little.
Oh no! Don't worry. It might be coming in there soon. Yes. All right. Well, I'll let you know if I start feeling a little holier.
You go back into your Christian girl era, or your Catholic girl era.
Never. Yeah, that's true. I was a Catholic.
She's been singing "I Love You, Jesus" every.
That is true. It's been coming.
Thousands of people.
Yeah, the more clips I see of Righteous Gemstones, the more I think they stole my nachos because they have a lot of like religious songs that sound like "I Love You, Jesus."
Oh, really?
And they're always performing it. Yes, and I'm always just like, this gives. And they're always performing it in like Vegas showgirl outfits, and I'm like, I feel like they kind of stole my nachos.
That does sound very Trishian for sure.
Everything is about me.
It all comes back to
hacks, Denny Directo, everything.
I did love that little clip of you dancing that you posted on your Instagram though and TikTok when you were going off.
Yeah, they call it a grittying.
Yeah,
do you know it?
Yes, I do.
I never heard of it. Did you know before you Google?
I knew just because of Fortnite.
Okay, yeah. It's a football player dance?
Yeah, and like, Fortnite has all the dances in there.
Everyone's like, Trisha grittying on stage. I was like, what the hell is that?
Was that your intent, or you were just feeling the music?
No, I feel the music. But that particular clip, shout out to someone on X, maybe Jim, you'll find it. There was a person, I asked them to send me the clip. They did that and sped it up, and I thought it looked pretty cute. So I was like, can you send that to me? And I posted it everywhere. It was cute. People are very clever. I just feel the music. It's during Black Rights. Like, I never know what to do, and, you want the crowd to go wild, so you give a little.
I know that baby was moving and grooving in there.
Susie, too, as you said.
Yes, that little baby, it's going to be, you might be pregnant with Susie 2.0. She'll be tapping out.
I would gag. I thought Susie 2 was top 4. We missed a couple episodes, I think, because all of a sudden I saw Susie 2 lip syncing for her life, and I was just like, What happened? How'd she get eliminated?
Because with your tour schedule, you fell a little bit behind on Drag Race.
Yes, I missed two episodes.
Yes.
I missed the family episode, and I must have missed another one because those were the two I wanted to see.
What was it? Oh, they had to do. They had to kind of like audition to be in RuPaul's Drag Race live in Vegas, and it was the top 5. Yeah, and Susie got eliminated there. Yeah.
What happened?
She's just not a Vegas girl, so she was kind of giving like nautical navy queen. Like I don't know. She was like it was her theme. Her little commercial was like aquatic theme. Like there was water. She was like as if she was on a boat, like a little sailor girl. So I think
showgirl
it
vibes.
was kind of showgirl. Yeah, it's still kind of it, but you could tell because they also had to do like a photo shoot, and RuPaul was there like directing the photo shoot, and like Ru was laughing and cackling at everyone except for Susie, and I'm like, damn, they really have it out for Susie this episode.
Damn. Well, where's Susie from?
She is from, I want to say I think Florida.
Oh no, I was gonna say come open for me, but never Florida.
She opened up for Chapel, actually. So.
Yeah. Sasha, I can't really compete with that.
But she did. Susie moved to New York. I know a lot about Susie, damn, but yeah.
I love a Susie too. I've been seeing her in high school, and I'm like, damn, that's the person I would have gone for in high school. I'd been like, he's hot as hell.
Susie too. It was so like a theater boy, like so cute and charming. Yes,
she was giving Jordan Fisher, like
yes,
it's just like gorge, and it's just I was kind of gagged, and then singing and all that stuff.
Yeah,
so.
you would have been so in love with Susie too.
I'm still so in love. I like when like they're out of drag. I always think like they're cuties. I'm like, love them. I know. I was very excited. Shout out to Anya NURVE for winning.
Yes.
The Twitter discourse was crazy. Congratulations. Twitter discourse, people are crazy on there. Jules left. Jules was like, I'm out because the discourse is crazy.
The problem, there was always going to be discourse no matter what. Like, no one is ever happy. Yeah.
Whoever wins, no one's happy. But I liked Anya NURVE. I liked her final look. I liked her lip sync.
She was so good throughout the whole season. Anya, to me, and people, I'm sure, are going to say something about this, but she gives me like almost like Bianca or Jinx on their seasons where they were just so good throughout. And like, I never was like worried about Anya because I'm like, she's going to do good in everything because she's so talented and like confident. And like never, even if she wasn't the best at something, she would never like get in her head in a spiral. Like she was just like, I'm going to get through it. And she did. And she did.
And
so,
she won.
Yes. And
it was
deserved.
period.
And I love that she makes Ru laugh like so easily.
Yeah.
And that's how you know like Ru just really loves Anya. And why she has the whole package. She really is the whole package.
Beautiful, stunning, the outfits, the everything. I loved it so much. What do you think about Liza?
She can sing really well.
Yeah, the singing. Yeah, I feel like she like my favorite one was when when they did the Wiz. I was like so obsessed with her on that. I also loved the Snatch Game. I loved her Snatch Game too. I loved
the Eddie Murphy. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But you know that Anya, she did come for you though.
What? Why?
Breaking news.
It's one of the hot topics today.
Oh, you have it written down?
What is it?
What's strange about me is I really dislike video games. And I think Animal Crossing specifically,
I remember
that's the one that really gets me. It'd be full-grown adults playing like a 5-year-old game. I'd be like, this is wild. I think there's a lot of other things that could be getting done besides like building an imaginary house. Build a real one.
She read you.
She did, but you know what? I'm kind of used to it because you be saying the same stuff too. Jimmy said Jimmy sent me this clip from Not Love Line, and you can tell. I almost called her Tana. It's like freaking Chelsea Handler.
Hey, Tana.
You and Anna were talking about video gaming, and then I think she was talking about Fortnite or something, and you were like, "Yeah, Animal Crossing," and like me and Jimmy are just like, "Why are we in it?" Like,
wait, I said I hate it.
Yes, and me and Jimmy are like the #1 Animal Crossing.
Oh, Jimmy loves it.
He loves Animal Crossing.
You too.
I didn't know Animal Crossing was such a divisive thing in the world.
Jimmy loves everything. Let's be real. Jimmy is obsessed with Gaga. Sends me Gaga documentaries. Minecraft.
Sonic was the one that we knew.
No, that's what I'm saying. He's just the ultimate fan. We love Jimmy, but also just loves so everything, which I love. It's great for him. But I didn't know he loved Animal Crossing. I love that. I love that I just said that. Maybe we're on my mind. I hate Animal Crossing.
It's so funny. So,
I do hate it.
I don't really hold it against, you or Anya. Because where would I be? I'd be without my faves in life. So,
Do you still do Animal Crossing?
Yeah, I still love Animal Crossing. Mostly, what do I play right now? I kind of just copy whatever, like, popular people play. Like, I mean, the only one I guess you'll know is Jen McAllister. There's rumors JENNXPENN's going to be on Survivor, and I'm very jealous of her because I think the gateway is like you get on Survivor, Mike White notices you, and then she's going to be on White Lotus next.
You think he watches Survivor?
He loves Survivor.
Still.
I think he says he only watches reality TV. So I think,
wow, that's crazy. So he's watching Survivor. He's thinking that person could be on White Lotus.
I think because Jenna's also a good actress. So I think
she? What has she been in?
She was in the first like round of the YouTube Red shows. Like her show was with Logan Paul. Foursome.
Oh, Foursome?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Is she still friends with him?
I don't think she's still friends with him. No. But
I want to just hear. I kind of say though, I get so nervous when like influencers get to go mainstream because like they messed it up. Like about 10 years ago, a bunch of influencers went mainstream and nobody wanted to work with influencers ever since.
That's true.
They all got shows, big deals, and everyone's like, "What the f is this?" You know? And I think that's Logan. I mean, he was kind of going mainstream for a minute. He was going to be in the Valley Girl, then they pulled that. Like, it's just they f***ed up a little for everybody. So let's, you know. But maybe Jen, she's unproblematic, but she tried. But you said she did it.
It was like YouTube shows, you know, like the YouTube originals. It was like Escape the Night and Foursome and something else. I forget whatever else was on at the time. But yeah. So I don't know.
Maybe she'll break the mold. We need someone to do it. I guess Liza kind of.
Oh yeah, true. Liza, maybe I guess Emma Chamberlain has kind of been doing it.
That's true.
Just the fashion world. She hasn't really acted, I don't think. Oh no, she is going to be in a movie.
Emma?
Yeah,
Which one?
Remember she's in, I forget what it's called, but it's with Lily Reinhardt
that's
from
pretty big.
Riverdale, yeah, and a couple other girls. But yeah, they just have a movie.
Yeah, you did say that.
Yeah.
Well, Jen also fits the mold of what goes mainstream. If you're like 5 foot, petite, 100 pounds, you're mainstream.
And she's bisexual too, so she has that card going for her. Yeah, yeah.
We need more bisexual
Honestly,
representation.
yeah.
Doesn't Lady Gaga say that in a song? Something.
Born This Way.
Oh yeah.
No matter gay, straight or bi, lesbian, transgender life, I'm on the right track, baby. I was born to survive.
Oh, is that what it is?
I think so. Something like that.
Isn't there like, and then it's like black, white, or beige?
Beige, chola, or orient, mate. I'm on the
Chola?
Yeah.
Is that what you just said? Is that what she says?
That's what she says. That's
Love
the lyrics.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, chola or orient. Okay. What was the second part of it?
Chola or orient, mate. I'm on the right track, baby.
I love it.
I was born this way. I think that's the lyrics. Ooh,
Wow.
there ain't no other way. Baby, I was born this way.
Baby, I was born this way.
That's a great song.
I don't know the lyrics to that one yet. I gotta learn it. I've been slowly learning my Lady Gaga. They did sing that in Glee, though. They all had their Gaga outfits.
Yes, I remember. Someone had the
Bubbles.
the bubble dress. I love that look.
Who was in that one? Was it Kurt?
I don't. Let me see. Because that was killing me that I can't remember. Because I see it in my head so like.
Me too.
Visually.
Or was it maybe Quinn?
Yeah, I think it's Jenna.
Okay, good for her. What was Kurt wearing?
Oh God, I don't remember where the look is from, but it's like all silver with like almost like a George Washington-esque wig.
Oh, you don't know.
No, but I don't remember where that look is from. 'Cause, I mean, this is so old now. I do remember the bubble dress. I think that was SNL, right? Or am I making that up? I feel like it was SNL.
Really?
Was
Just
it?
performing?
I think. I could definitely be wrong, though.
She
'cause
has
it's
so
been
many
a
looks
minute.
from so many places.
I know. Yes, it was SNL. I do remember that.
I love the bubble dress. It is iconic. Were you saying something about Jimmy over there?
Oh no, he just chimed in. He said she was like he supported the Anya, but he never forgave her for.
Oh, you reached
saying
out
that.
for a statement.
Wow.
I'm never forgetting that she said that.
Okay. Yes, statement. Live. I was like, let me text Jimmy right now. Poor Jimmy. He's like, this is my time off. I have till 6 p.m. to edit.
No, it helps. I give him heads up about what we talk about.
Okay.
I love it.
He's a 24/7 job over here.
How was your Boston show, though? Did you have a special guest?
What? No, I don't know.
I thought maybe MIKAYLA was there behind the
I was
scenes.
like, thanks for asking. It was really good. No, we did have a Boston show. We filmed it. Pro shot. So good. Best crowd ever. I really think that the crew, the production must have been like really hyped up because we always have hype. My shows are hyped. But this one was like out of control.
Oh,
this one
you think they hyped
wouldn't
them up.
stop applauding ever. Like
Wow.
just applause. I could say hello and there was applause.
You
like,
could say that you live for the applause. Applause.
Is that
Lady Gaga?
Okay. I'm getting there, little monsters. I don't know. I would assume. Was that her art pop era?
Yes, art pop. There you go. Yeah.
Well, someone told me it was an art flop era earlier today.
I think at the time it wasn't appreciated, but I think now everyone looks at it more fondly. It's one of those things where it's like it took time to see the brilliance. Very much like, a Trish Talk or some of your past work. So,
yes,
yeah.
the Trish Talk is right up there. I like the Joanne era.
Joanne is very Trishian for sure. Yeah.
That's when she was Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that. Well, no. So yes, no. No, I mean, look. Yeah, people have made TikToks looking for MIKAYLA. I wonder what she did with her tickets. She sell them? She resold them?
Depends, you know.
She had the tickets.
That's a conspiracy.
I mean, I don't think. Look, I'm the first person to ghost someone, so I do not care. She gave me her number. I texted. Nothing. Okay. That's fine. I ghost people. Done it so many times. Probably will do it again. So I don't care. I was a little sad. I was a little sad because there was no special guest. My friend Jeff came. Thanksgiving 2 is coming. I didn't even tell you this. He did say that I could be in Thanksgiving 2. That I got the green light. We'll see. He said it's shooting in the fall, so I was like, well, let's hope that happens. Because he brought his friends' kids, and they were very sweet. And then I was like, yep, well, just my bestie for 18 years, but can't put me in his movie. He said, no, Thanksgiving 2, you're in it. I was like, all right, great. But he was there, and then I had one other special guest on the list that was going to come. And I told her, I'm like, we'll get you in VIP, back door, whatever. But yeah, I didn't get a follow up. But I think she went to Nevada with Cody, so maybe she was
makes
busy.
sense. Yeah,
people were looking for her. Everyone did ask me at the meet and greet. Whereas Michaela's a superstar. What can I say? She's a busy girl. Didn't show up. Hopefully she resold the tickets if she had them. Let's get some.
Get her money back.
I just can't imagine her going GA anywhere. No. But maybe she would. Maybe she's humble queen. It is Boston. I mean, what's going on in Boston? You know what I mean? Love Boston, but. Yeah,
Harry Daniels. I mean, I saw hundreds of TikToks of people singing to him.
Oh yeah,
yeah, at the Radio City Music Hall. Yes. He was supposed to come beforehand. Everyone's supposed to come beforehand for the show. He was on the list beforehand, and they came late. So did my Broadway people. They came late too. So I didn't get to see anyone after because I ran out after. But beforehand, and then after the show, he's like, "Where are you?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm in bed." Like I was so tired, but it was very nice. He came out to support. He's so sweet. He's always like loved it. Yeah, people came up and sang to him. I wonder if he knew that or they were just doing it to him. Like, do you think he knows? Do you think they ask him, like, okay, I want to come sing to you? Or
I feel like people just must go up to him and sing. And I feel like if you do that to other people, then you kind of have to expect it. Harry Daniels seems like a yes and kind of guy, though.
Totally.
You know, like, he's just like
I'm
work.
down.
Yes.
Yeah, he seemed to be in good spirits. Yeah, I was sad to miss MIKAYLA, but yes, we did get Harry Daniels. One of my super VIPs was the Domino's Pizza CEO's son.
Whoa.
Yeah, we had to verify, but I think
that would be the craziest catfish ever.
I think it was real. At first, I was like, no, because he was like, my dad's the CEO of Domino's. I was like, okay. I was like, well, tell him to put me in a commercial. He's like, I did, and we're working on it. I was like, okay. But then what got me was like, and he saw that you got bad crust pizza, and he wants to make it right. I'm like, okay, well, now I think you're messing with me. But then my agents were there because it was New York, so all my CAA team is there. I'm like, let's verify. And I think they verified that his dad might be the CEO of Domino's Pizza. It was crazy. I love that he just was like in line with the rest of the meet and greet people. He gave me a little, I don't know if we have them, the little onesies of Domino's Pizza.
Oh, I saw those on your story.
Yes, he gave me that. There was another Domino's Pizza people there with Cedric, who choreographed a Domino's Pizza commercial. They were there. There's a lot of Domino's Pizza people.
Okay.
Separate, unrelated. So maybe we're making some leeway with Domino's. But
finally.
Yeah. I love that the Domino's CEO saw that I got not the right crust because I got the cheese pull and it wasn't pully enough. So he was upset about it, according to his son.
Word.
So shout out there. Who else? Do we have any other special guests? I'm trying to think. No.
We had Radio City. I mean, that was a huge.
Yeah, but that was good. Yeah, we did.
Oh, Adam was at Radio City, right?
Yeah, I did get to meet Adam McIntyre. Yeah. I put him in the super VIP after. So that's what I'm saying. There's like super VIPs that come at the beginning, like 4:30. Then there's like the VIPs that stand in line for photos. Then there's like my own VIPs, and I put Adam in that room, and he was very sweet.
Oh, yay.
Very not drama. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we had, 10, 15 minutes to talk, and we didn't talk about anybody or any drama, which is great.
That, yeah.
Like, you always think, like, okay, you're going to bring up someone or something, but he was very respectful. He's also very sweet. He's very much like, oh, I don't want to take up too much of your time, but...
That's so sweet.
Yeah, he was very sweet, and taller than I expected, not a leprechaun. He was tall. He was tall, and he said I was small, so that was great. We love that. That's my favorite thing at meet and greets. Everyone's like, you're so tiny. I was like, okay, thank you. I love that. So, yep. You know what? He was a VIP.
I know. I was secretly hoping for like a Girl So Confusing, work it out on the remix moment between you and MIKAYLA. I feel like that would have been.
I know. I was a little sad, but again, she's young. She has a life. She owes me nothing. Never really followed up either, but that's okay. As long as she forgives.
That's all.
But there was a lot of people, yeah. Well, anyways. A lot of people, yeah. It was divisive amongst the crowd, so maybe, overall. Anyways, girl, if you want more tickets, you missed Boston. It was hyped. It was a good show, but we'll follow up on MIKAYLA when she's back from her Nevada trip. I love her. I don't mind her. And honestly, I love when people ghost me, to be honest. I love that more than a no or something. I'm like, just ghost me, girl. That's fine.
Yeah, but I think it's probably just like you, people being nervous and not knowing what to say.
Yeah,
what
I never
to,
respond.
They just.
Yeah.
I think it's more as that than ghosting. It's not.
Yeah.
That way. They
I was
ghosting
surprised she even
themselves.
gave me your number because I said, if you want to give me your number, if you're comfortable, I can like hook you up with my tour manager to get you in backstage, and she gave me your number. But nothing.
Did you see our fave ever getting in some drama?
Who's our fave?
Wendy's.
With Katy?
With Katy.
Wendy's is messy.
Wendy's usually are unproblematic queen. Wendy's like
We should get sponsorship by them.
I know.
Where's that Wendy's sponsor? They love being messy now. This was last week after we filmed, right?
Yes,
I saw it. Yeah.
Yeah, last week after the infamous all-female Blue Origin space flight return.
Is that the last time we did Hot Topics? That's
Yes,
crazy.
isn't that crazy?
Because so much has happened since then, but it's also over now.
No, it feels like so long ago, weirdly, even though literally
Yeah.
it was just a week ago.
It was just a week ago. They just came back, so there wasn't like the backlash, the Wendy's tweets, nothing.
Yes. So Wendy's replied to a tweet about Katy Perry returning from space, and they said, "Can we send her back?" Which was wild, so wild. And then
What? Why? Why were they so?
they're beefing with Katy. I don't know why. And then
They're starting the hate train on Katy Perry again.
another reply said, when we said women in STEM, this isn't what we meant.
No.
And then
What's women in STEM?
like
is that?
science,
in
technology,
science and
Oh, okay.
engineering. What's the mathematics? I'm guessing, but anyway. And then there was the photo of Katy kissing the ground when she stepped out of the little spacecraft, and they said, "I kissed the ground and I liked it." But the one that got everyone riled up was the "Can we send her back?" Because that was
They didn't like it. They thought it was too mean.
I think most people did think it was a little too mean. Even people who were like kind of dogging on the whole
That is
Blue
crazy.
Origin space flight, like they're like, okay, whoa, because when brands kind of chime in, it's always pretty dicey, you know.
Especially Wendy's. Damn.
Yeah, unproblematic queen typically, but
yeah, they're like, it's kind of mean. I think my feelings would be hurt if Wendy's asked to send me back.
yeah. And then a source close to the situation, I'm assuming on Katie's team, told People, I thought this statement was a little crazy. They said, telling a woman that she should be sent back is shameful bullying and reflects a troubling willingness to tear down in today's society.
Oh
What's worse is that the face of Wendy's is a woman, which makes this decision not only hypocritical, but painfully ironic. I was like, okay, well, I don't know. If,
Oh my gosh.
I don't know if you need to like whip out the feminism card right this second. I think you could have just left it at the, you know.
I thought it was a man, Dave Thomas. I thought he was the Wendy's spokesperson. His niece was Wendy, I think.
Oh, okay. That kind
She
of
never got a cut of it.
I guess maybe just the logo being Wendy.
Oh, just a girl.
I think they're just talking about Wendy with the pigtail.
Okay, Katy Perry's team assuming the gender of Wendy because we don't know.
Honestly, you're right for that. You are
Right?
right for
That's
that. Yeah.
crazy to be like, well, okay. Look, I love Wendy's. I think Wendy's can do no wrong. I think it's my feelings would be hurt.
Yeah, it is.
They
a
should
little
issue an
much.
apology to
Yeah.
Katy Perry. Did they?
Well, they released a statement. They said, "We always bring a little spice to our socials, but Wendy's has a ton of respect for Katy Perry and her out-of-this-world talent."
Ooh, they were love that. They're saying just send her back because that's where she loves to be.
Maybe you can pivot it that way. Sure. Yeah.
I love that they were also defending their social media person. They're like, we love to be a little spicy.
Yeah. At least they didn't throw that person under the bus.
Well,
which
we
I
don't know.
guess-
They probably got fired.
Oh.
Like,
No,
you're
no, you
fired.
think they would have said I feel like they would have said we sincerely apologize and we have dealt with the
Oh, internal.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
It's giving like when Adam McIntyre tweeted for Colleen and then she remember. And then she's like, that's too crazy. Probably is something like that. A little 12-year-old born in Ireland just being like, send her back.
that is so funny.
Wendy's, you're messy. And then Kesha, she sent her Wendy's iced tea that same day.
Yes.
Just getting a little, again, it gets a little too messy at that point.
Yeah, at least, I mean, I feel like Kesha at least has a kind of a reason to be shady, obviously, because like the Dr. Luke situation.
No, I get it, but I think like that's a little.
I know.
kind
Not
of
something
wrong.
I would do, but
yeah, maybe do like a different campaign. Being like, look, she's working with someone that did this to me. Like that's, a little Wendy's tea seems a little silly goose. But
I
okay.
know. I don't know. Like, obviously, I think the criticism about the space flight is all like very warranted. Because even like Gayle King was trying to defend it. And she's like, you guys don't understand. Like, we are going to space for a good reason. Like, Jeff Bezos wants to do research in order to send our waste into space. And I was like, this isn't helping anything.
What's
Gayle.
waste into space?
Like instead of a
Trash.
landfill, putting it into space.
and then what happens up there? Just floats
Just
around.
floats around. I
That's
guess.
the worst idea.
So
but-
the whole universe gets polluted.
Yes, isn't that crazy? Like, so Gayle was like being very defensive, and she's like, "Have you been to space? Until you've been to space, you don't know." And I'm like, "It's
Well, okay,
it's
that
11
argument's
minutes."
a little crazy. I think we can all comment on space without having been to space. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's crazy because like you just went and you're like, but have you been? I was there for 11 minutes. So what do you know about space? It's like you also don't know about space.
Yeah, because it's like, you train for a couple of days just to understand the G-force and like that to prepare your body for that experience. But it's not like you're actually doing the astronaut work. And there's been female astronauts, so it's not like a big step for like
Right.
feminism. Really, it's like
Also, it was fake. Right?
Well,
Like,
there's
they had no helmets, right? That's kind of. I feel like that's what everyone agrees on this.
there's so many layers to that.
Yeah. No, I think I only saw 5 minutes of it, and I was like, well, obviously that's not real.
Either way, they did such a bad job that it comes off fake. You know what I mean?
I
Like
think
even
it
if
wasn't.
it was like, did you see Jeff Bezos? Like, you have one job to look like a man for a second, and he falls down.
oh, but the door.
running around, and then the door, which looks so flimsy, was already open. And he comes with his tool. I'm gonna wrench this door open now,
my
and it was like,
God.
oh, it was already open. Everything about it was weird. Even I don't know if did you see the clip of the Kardashians? They slipped. They kind of slipped a little thing. They were like, oh, and they keep telling us, don't take any videos. We're gonna give you all the materials you need to send to your family and friends. So like,
fake.
don't take any pictures. There's a clip of Oprah fake crying. Did you see that?
Why was she crying?
Because Gayle.
Because they went to
Oh.
they went up and came back down. Or there's so many layers to it.
Yeah, something
But-
sus.
But there is a scientific, like an actual scientific experiment here to check, if collagen, how it works in space, if it migrates, and plastic surgery, how it affects. Because the people they're targeting with this with this business
They want
most
to
likely
put them
had
in
some plastic
space?
surgery.
Got it.
Yeah. Like if you can afford to spend $1 million to go to space for a minute, you probably had plastic surgery. You
But they
wanna-
wanted to pay. Katy Perry's not paying to go.
No, they're the advertisement for it. Like you see, you can
So
go
what's
and
the
come back.
benefit if you have
everything
plastic
is
surgery
fine.
going to space?
I guess to see, I've heard that too. Like, because they came back looking good. Like, nothing, if anyone had filler or didn't,
It didn't
Lauren
ruin your
Sanchez
glam.
talking about you. Yeah.
Does she have filler?
She looks like she got a load. No shade. Listen, I love a
Well,
talks. I love a
yeah.
talks. Love a filler.
It could be just her face. Again, we're making assumptions. Everyone's like, she's had work done. Do we know? Did she verify?
True, I guess.
We don't know.
There was a lot of hair, a lot of extensions.
Well, the hair was crazy. That's
Oh my
for
god,
sure.
it did look so fierce though when Katy was floating with the daisy in her hair. Was like floating around her. I was like, oh my god, that's beautiful. It did look really.
I like Katy because she is so cringe, but also so me. I feel like I would do some like that too. You know,
Yes.
just some like weird in
No.
space.
When Katy was describing the trip before she went, when she was talking about, she just listed everything that had to do with space. I love astronomy, astrology, the stars. I love learning about STEM. It gave me like you in an interview, someone asking you like, oh, Trisha, are you excited about going to space? And you just throwing everything out there. Any like spacey kind of word would just come out of your mouth.
That is so true. Me, when
do.
people ask me about Lady Gaga, I'm like, I love Joanne and Shallow and
Just every reference,
too,
throwing
yeah.
it out there.
that's what I'm saying. I kind of like her. She
I
seems a
do
little
like her, yeah.
flighty, but
she's just campy to me. I don't know. Like, I do think the whole space trip was cringy and like, I don't know. I think making it a big, bold feminist statement was just like, huh. And I think
I know.
the explanation that I was going to do all this good, I was like, well, you really, the whole flight was 11 minutes, so you're in space for like 2. So.
I know. They just make you a little anti-woman. Like,
Yeah.
we're doing too much women. Let's just calm down.
But it's weird because they've done other trips. Like, other celebrities have done space trips before, and like you never got like the same backlash. So there is, of course, some misogyny mixed in there for sure. But I think a lot of the
Yeah.
criticism is warranted. Like Emily Ratajkowski and Olivia Munn and everyone criticizing it. I'm
What
like,
did
well,
they say?
Olivia Munn said it was what was the exact word? I forget what word she used. She was on the Today Show and she was talking about how bad of a look it was. She was like, she's like, if you want to go to space, just do it, but don't do it like a whole like PR campaign for it, basically, and how it's a waste of like money and resources.
Or like that privilege is not an accomplishment.
Yeah.
Well, I do think there is where the misogyny is, because I do think it's because it's like these women that are getting all this attention. So then the backlash, it's like two women, Emily and Olivia. Like you said, people do it all the time. Lance Bass, I think, went up to space and no one
right.
cared.
I forgot about that, yeah.
You know what I mean? But because they're fabulous in their outfits. I mean, cringy, yes, waste of money for sure. But like the outrage wasn't there when like other people have been doing this.
I think they talk it up so much though, like all the press for it, and a lot of it was like obviously Blue Origin and Amazon and whatever wanting to like hype it up though. So,
I think that was the core of the problem. It was just a corporate.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, when corporate trying to come up with ideas that will go viral, and it's always the worst.
Well, it went viral.
So they, for the wrong reason, everyone, like, can you imagine going to space and coming back? Everyone calls you a loser.
I think I would go to space if they asked me. I think I would. After seeing that publicity, I would go. Jeff Bezos, sign me up. Especially if it's 11 minutes. Can my baby go up there with me?
I don't know. If
Does
the baby
G-Force that's a good question. Not that I would want to try, but does the G-Force do anything to the baby?
I feel like it has to shoot me looking at Moses.
Maybe it can induce you. I mean, if you're close to, the baby's gonna be pulling down. So it might help if somebody wants to
They
go.
probably can't go to space pregnant, huh?
I don't think so, but
They don't even let you fly your last month of pregnancy. They're like,
true.
yeah.
So I don't think you can be going to space like that, but
All right. Next year.
yeah, got a lot. White Lotus, Traders, Space next
Oh
year.
my gosh.
There's a lot to get
I'll be
done.
on all of it for sure.
White Lotus in space.
Oh,
That's the next
Because there are
one.
rich people going on tourism.
honestly, tea.
We finally finished White Lotus yesterday.
Oh, okay. Well, we've all moved on.
Can I tell you though? Okay, we spoiled it. We knew it. But watching it, I was so emotional. I was like, oh my God.
It
like,
was
It is
emotional,
like
yes.
watching it so different because I also didn't know how it all happened really. So I was crying. I cried at lots of points in it. It's very beautifully done.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch that Free Fall. Is that what it's called? The Walton Goggins on Amazon.
I have no idea.
He plays like the skeleton. You told me it was good.
Oh my God, why am I forgetting?
Free Fall or something.
Not Free Fall. Oh my God.
Firewall.
Why am I? It is an F.
F.
Fallout.
Fallout.
Yes.
I think I'll watch it.
Okay, T.
you
We were
guys
trying to
talked
watch it
about
before.
it so long ago.
Walton Goggins.
It was
on
a year
as
ago,
skeleton. I remember
yeah.
people thought he was hot on that show too because he's like a skeleton or something.
Yeah.
I guess his face is kind of skeleton-y.
Well, yes.
Well, yes. Anyway, check out the season finale of White Lotus. It's so good. Loved it so much.
A little show called White Lotus that y'all maybe not have heard of.
But people are gonna, like you said, now it's like no one's talking about hacks. Like it's so crazy how no one talks
Hacks
about it.
doesn't get like the big social like buzz that like Last of Us or like White Lotus gets, and it's
Yeah.
sad because it's such a good
It's
show.
so
I mean, it gets
good.
awards and everything, but people need to talk about it. Maybe that's Jake Shane's goal, I guess, is, make all those TikToks from.
If he gets Jean Smart's podcast, I'll be so jealous. I love her so much.
I feel like that's probably gonna happen.
You think?
Yeah, I could totally see that.
Let's get everyone. He got Ed Sheeran first. Ed Sheeran's been on every single person's. Did you see him? He was with the Walking with Tara Yummy. He's
Wait, he was with Tara Yummy?
Yes!
I did not see him
He's
with Tara
like walking on the sidewalk singing along with her. I was like, what is
What?
happening? He's singing Alex Warren's original
I saw
song with
that.
Alex Warren.
Yeah.
He's like singing
Coachella,
backup
yeah.
vocals for Alex Warren. I was like, oh, what is
He's
happening?
working.
Why? He doesn't need, does he need to be doing this? Maybe he does.
Oh,
I don't
did you know he has a new song out?
No.
There you go. He has to be doing
Oh, he has a new song?
Yeah, but it's free falling on the charts, so that's why he's got to be doing it. Yeah.
Oh, it's not him.
I've said it before. I think it was on Patreon, but you got to make the rounds. It doesn't matter who you are, Miley Cyrus, Ed Sheeran. You got to promote the song because it's just hard to break through.
Well, he's kind of doing a bad job because I don't know the song. And I've seen him everywhere. Like, I couldn't even tell you how it goes. Nothing. Like, nothing.
I remember, this is so niche, but there's like a TikTok music reviewer called the Swiftologist, and he was coming for Ed, like he was dragging the song, and then Ed Sheeran commented on the TikTok of him dragging it, and he stood by it. He was like, "Sorry, Ed, but we got to do better."
Yeah, I think when we get Shape of You
Yes.
and Body on, no, that's Chris Brown. Who is the? What's the Shape of You? What's the when your legs don't work like they used to before? Is that Shape of You? No.
17.
Thinking out loud.
Yes.
I don't know why I said the other
Yes.
one. When you get like bangers like that, you
Yeah.
can't really give us less.
And I remember it being, I was like, wait, Ed Sheeran, that's how I found out Ed Sheeran released a new song because of the Swiftologist. And I was like, what is the song? And then it went like, Azizam. And that's all I know. But
Okay.
yeah.
Give me abracadabra a little bit.
A little, yeah.
Yeah. Azizam is a Persian word meaning my dear or my beloved. It derives from the word Aziz, which means dear or beloved.
Are you sure? I once dated a Persian guy for a year, and I do not remember that being the name of that. I thought it was like Duset Dorum.
Well, there's probably many names, like many ways to say.
I'm pretty good at Farsi, but I don't know about that. Okay.
Aziz.
I worked in a strip club in Van Nuys for 3 years, and I was only Farsi speaking people, and I think I picked up on some stuff, and I do not remember Aziz, but you know what? I believe Google, I suppose, if that's what you're looking at.
And Ed Sheeran.
Well, I don't know if I believe Ed Sheeran, but he just took a word. I love it, and I love Persian culture, and I love Farsi. I think it's a beautiful language. I'm here for it. What's the name of the song?
Azizam.
Azizam, if that's what you say. None of my Persian boyfriends ever said that, but I don't know.
Maybe that's why. Isn't Tara Yummy Persian? So maybe that's why he collaborated with her. That kind of makes more sense.
She speaks some Farsi. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they were singing that song. They were singing something on the sidewalk. I just saw him
maybe
pop
it was
up. Wasn't very catchy yet. Needed to be a more. And he likes catchy songs, as we all know. My favorite one. The one Justin Bieber song I know. Because if you like.
But yeah, Azizam is specifically Persian, Farsi. So
I know.
Maybe.
Okay, I like Ed Sheeran. I just think of James Shane having him on first, and I was like, damn, he really got him first. I would have him on the podcast, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, you're not really selling it. He's like, well.
God, he got skinny too. Not to be that person, but God, everyone is getting skinny.
He did pre-Ozempic craze, though, at least. He's been skinny for a while, yeah. And he was never chunky,
When he was not,
but
he looks the same all the time.
He was skinny.
In the original, when he came up, I guess he was just the original. He was a little bit. He wasn't dad body, I guess. He wasn't ever big, but he definitely is skinny now.
He used to love that Nando's chicken. I went to that place because of him, and it was so good. But he's not eating Nando's no more. I love him.
I guess you could talk to him about Nando's then if he comes.
I don't know what I would talk to him. I don't want him actually. I changed my mind. I like the Justin Bieber song, but I could only go 10 minutes into that song before anything else. You know what I mean? But. Yeah, no, I don't think so.
I want to say, did he write Story of My Life? You like that song? Did he write that?
The Joy Graceffa song?
Yeah.
Story of My Life. Really?
Maybe
okay,
he's
a good songwriter for sure.
Maybe not, actually. I forget which song. He wrote a lot of them for One Direction, but I forget.
Their songs are good. He must be really rich.
Oh, yeah, because his music is, still plays all the time. You could, whenever that... Castle on the Hill came out. I feel like that song was everywhere. Shape of You was everywhere. Thinking Out Loud was a wedding song for everyone.
That one was good, yeah.
I think I remember he performed even with Beyonce. Beyonce wanted to perform something with him.
That's crazy. Yeah. No, yeah. He is really talented. Just not my cup of tea. I'm
cut to a year from now when you're in your
Ed Sheeran. I don't know if that's ever happening.
If you do a deep dive, you might find.
I don't love just someone standing there with a guitar. I know he's so talented. I know he sells out arenas, stadiums, whatever. I just don't love it. I just can we give a little more? You know what I mean?
Yeah, ironically, that photo of him and Beyonce always goes viral because Beyonce's in this really crazy costume, obviously because she's Beyonce, and Ed is in a t-shirt and jeans.
That's what I'm saying. Give a little more. At least Elvis wore a jumpsuit. You know what I mean? Give
Benson
something.
Boone at least gives slips and a jumpsuit.
Exactly. I saw Benson Boone on my flight, I think. You didn't respond.
This was the craziest. I forgot. This literally feels so long ago. You guys,
it does.
I was so gagged at this.
He kept looking at me too. And we kept making eye contact. And I'm like, should I go up and ask him? But my least favorite thing when people come up to me is you look like Trisha Paytas. I'm like, well, no. You know what I mean? So I didn't know. But I didn't know. And so it was do I say... You look like Benson Boone. And we kept so we were both in first. So right after the podcast last week, I literally hopped into a car, literally right away. And went to LAX. I was Delta 1, which is so bougie. They have their own TSA in the checkout area, so fancy. And so I was in a lounge, everything. Then I got on the flight and, we're going to New York. So that's a pretty popular flight. LA to New York. The after Coachella, I had my GALA shirt on. Everyone's like, you go to Coachella. So I was keep my eyes on lookout for celebrities, and no one stands out to me. I don't really look anyways. In general, I don't look. But this one person was staring at me, so then I looked at that person, and I was like, that looks like Benson Boone, because we had just talked about him on that Monday episode. So I do what I hate so much is I took a little picture, which is the most annoying, rudest thing. But whatever. I was just let me just see. I sent it in the group chat to Oscar and Moses. Moses responded right away. You didn't really give me confirmation. You were just ask him to flip. I'm like,
no. I told you, ask him to switch seats and see if he flips over.
Oh my.
That's how you'll know if it's
Did not interpret it that way. Got it. Okay. Then I didn't hear from Oscar until the next day, and I
didn't
left
even
at like
see it. It was
4.
like, I know you sent it at 7. I didn't even see it because my problem is I always have a little video playing on my phone, so I never see notifications until I went to like look. I think I just checked my text the next morning. It was like 6 o'clock, and then I'm like, I was a little blurry eyed when I first looked at it. I was like, damn, oh my god, Benson Boone, and then like I zoomed in and I was like, this is just a white man with a mustache. It literally was just a white man with
It looked like
a
him.
little, yes, curly hair, white mustache.
It looked just like him. Even the little haircut, because like I looked at Benson at Coachella, and he kind of has like back in like a mullet style, not just a curly mop like Lachlan's. It's like more mullety style, and I was like, that looked just like him. He was in first class Delta One. It was a little sus because we got off the plane. I was kind of walking slow to see. I'm like just waiting around for my tour manager and the rest of the people on the plane. He kind of is just waiting around. I go in the bathroom, I come out, he's still waiting around. I'm like, maybe. But then we went to like baggage claim. He's waiting for his bags. I'm like, I think he would be one of those people who'd go straight to a car. But we kept like locking eyes and seeing each other. So I'm like, maybe he knows we talk about him on the podcast. I almost asked for a picture, and I was like,
I wish you did because it would be so funny.
damn, I know.
But
Maybe
you know
I
that
should
he
have.
came home and told the story of like, I think Trisha Paytas was hitting on me on the airport.
Not hitting on. I just thought like since we
Like,
talk
she
about
kept
him.
locking eyes and all I'm
Oh,
saying
not,
is like
not locking eyes that
Right.
way. Like just like, oh, I know
from
you,
the
do you
other
know me?
perspective, you know, because when you think about it,
Luckily, people kept coming up to me, so it kept blocking me because there was moments I was like, let me just ask. Like, I don't know. Let me just ask if it's him, you know, because he kept looking. So it's like as if we knew each other, not locking eyes like we're in love. It was just like, maybe he knows me, maybe whatever.
It's so funny. I would have died if he went up and got a photo with this
Should've.
random man.
Next time. Maybe it was him. I even tweeted because I was like, maybe he'll see it. I followed Benson Boone everywhere. I'm like, maybe he'll, you know, what do they call them? Misconnections, you know?
True, like Tana and Chelsea Handler on that one Vegas
Right.
flight. Yeah.
It worked for them. So I was really excited. I thought I saw a celebrity. I was like, I still think it might have been him. Maybe I sent it to Jimmy just for verification. You have to put it in Jimmy, but just for
True, maybe
you
I'm
know.
wrong.
you can blur
I think
it.
so. Blur it.
What
We
gave
don't
what gave it away for me is Benson Boone has like he has bigger biceps, and then this one,
Oh, I didn't even look at
Yes.
that. Okay,
Yeah.
that's a good detective work.
because it was obviously the angle you took. It was like the sneaky angle, so you couldn't really get a good look at his face. But yeah,
Okay, but kind of, right? Like even the nose had that same.
At first, yeah. Like when I
Yeah.
first opened it up, I was like, oh, Benson Boone. But then, like upon closer examination, I was like, I think he's just.
You really shot it down the next morning. I really thought it was. I was so excited. I know. I missed my shot. I don't know who I'd go up to. I probably not Benson Boone. Even if it was him, I probably wouldn't have. I don't know who I'd go up to like that I love that much, but
Lady Gaga. I'd be kind of afraid.
I don't think she's on Delta One to JFK. I would not go to Lady Gaga. I'd be too afraid.
J-Lo, I'd be too afraid.
I'm afraid of all the pop girlies.
Who? I
Adam
don't know.
Sandler.
No.
Addison Rae? Would you be
Yeah,
afraid?
definitely.
Oh, yeah,
I need
you
to
go to her.
cosplay that instantly. I love her Coachella outfit. Addison, please come on. I want to wear that little polka dot outfit she
The
wore.
outfit is so cute.
She's such an icon. She really is going to blow up. I love her so much. I love her new headphone song.
Yeah, it's
She
cute.
looks cute. The pink hair. Oh, I should have cosplayed that today. She had pink hair.
Oh,
with
yeah,
the American
good idea.
Apparel purple sweatshirt.
Yeah.
She's so cute. She was Charlie XCX's guest, right?
Yes.
Love that. No one else had guests, really, right?
I don't think so. Even Benson Boone only had the cardboard cutout of David May from Queen, so he
Ryan
couldn't
May.
get David May again. Yeah, Weekend 2 was kind of all over the place because poor Gaga had the technical difficulties.
Right.
Although you could say that the technical difficulties does kind of make it more iconic for Weekend 2,
love
right?
it. Yeah, I love
it's
when
more
things
memorable.
go wrong. Yeah.
But I think Charlie had so many guests last weekend, but this weekend she just had Addison. But Addison's still a good guest.
More
so.
iconic than anyone,
Yeah.
in my opinion. You know, I love Troye Sivan.
Ed
But,
Sheeran was weekend too, so
well, he's everywhere. At that point, it's like not that exciting. You know what I mean? Once you start seeing him on like Call Her Daddy and Tara Yummy, it's like we love it, but also like oversaturated. You know what I mean? You just see someone everywhere. Chapel was everywhere. I was like, all right, well, that's fine. You're like, we're never getting her. I was like, it's okay.
I know I'm at peace with it. I've let that go.
I think we're just not guest type of we're not Lost Culturistas. Really.
Yeah. Or the Brittany Broski, the round table one.
Oh, what?
What's the night
Oh, her
the medieval
medieval
times?
one.
Yes.
Round table pizza. I was like, that sounds delicious.
You know-
I would love that. She does get the guests.
She does. The bookers are face, or even like the Jake Chains of it all. And I'm at peace with that. Although it was funny because YouTube had like a studio, I guess, at Coachella. And pretty basically unfiltered or whatever, like they were hosting a friggin' live show from Coachella at YouTube.
I'm sorry, I can't watch them anymore. I think I have to unsubscribe.
I mean, I think you should.
I think I need to. It actually makes me angry. Just their intro. I was like, "Hi guys, we're the basically pretty and unfiltered, whatever the." I was like, "I hate this podcast." It makes me angry. I have no idea why. And I never feel that way. I never feel anger anymore. I'm like a Buddhist these days, but now I'm like, when I feel anger, I'm like, I need to disengage.
Yeah, I think your hate watching tendencies of past years maybe jumps out a little bit, but
and I don't even watch the full thing. I watch clips and I get mad, so I don't even. It's not even like I seek it out. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I stop hate watching things that make me angry because this just doesn't feel great. You know what I mean? But
I just love it's so funny though because like I feel like we are like this ignored stepchildren of like YouTube podcasts of like it's like us canceled Jeff FM.
Right. We're all like our...
YouTube will never acknowledge ever, but like everyone else...
Tana got Chelsea Handler, so there's hope. That's her dream guest, so maybe.
But like YouTube was like not putting canceled on trending weirdly, but it's putting like, a Ryland vlog on there. It's so funny.
That's the biggest giveaway.
Or like David's comeback was like #1 on trending, but
they love
the
a
Clinton
problematic.
Kane saga couldn't be on trending. So like what the hell?
So right. They just love a man.
Yeah.
A petite white man. Ryland David, give the same energy. A Ryland vlog trending in 2025 is crazy. No shade, but you know what I mean?
I know, but it's so funny, like what they select to put on trending and they ignore certain creators. But it is what it is,
It is what it is. Wendy never got a daytime Emmy, yet she's the queen forever.
That's a good example, yeah.
Yeah. That is crazy. What is trending now? I wonder who's on like the trending page of YouTube these days. It's probably like Smosh. Something no one cares about.
I'm curious. I've never really checked the trending page.
See who's #1 right now.
Let's see.
You should be on Smosh. You look like a Smosh character.
I kind of even forget how to go to the...
Where is the trending? It used to be one of the main tabs, but it's not anymore.
It's probably iJustine.
Oh, here, trending. Let's see.
Mr. Beast.
Carrie Underwood performing at American Idol.
Oh.
What? Skibbity Toilet, 78. Brawl Stars.
Oh my God.
I spent $100,000 at Porsche so I could beat a Formula One driver from Matt Armstrong. Duke Dennis, 24 Hours in DC. Mrs. Munchie. Mr. Beast Gaming.
Oh my God. YouTube's lost the plot.
Yeah, a lot of basketball stuff.
No sip.
Sidemen.
Oh my God,
it's
what?
It's like all very straight. My daughter survives 10 brothers.
Oh.
What? The trending page seems a little cursed to me.
It is. It is cursed. I don't want to be on it.
No, it is. It's just so crazy though that they put. There's some problematic men that are in here, but like Tana can't even get on it.
I know.
Like damn.
That is crazy. Especially because Tana, the cancel podcast has been doing good. Like they trended with the girl from the Bop House. Like they're. Like, it is crazy.
Yeah. So weird. I don't know. YouTube's a little suspicious.
YouTube's always been that way. Yeah. They've always been anti-Trish, but I love you, YouTube. I'm trying. We're trying to. I have 20 channels happening here, I try to hang on. Okay. I'll be here till the very end. Oh, YouTube.
There was more space news that I'm kind of intrigued about. Okay. Astronomers detected possible signs of life on a planet 120 light years away. Planet K2-18b. Needs a better name. That's like not a good name.
Yeah, it sounds like a hair dye. Yeah. 63B.
But they have found presence of a molecule that suggests that living organisms can survive there. And they said they'll probably be able to confirm it soon.
I like your shirt. Is it Amazon?
I'm surprised you didn't know this.
Is it Amazon?
Earlier.
You love a screen printed shirt off Amazon. I love it.
I think it's on theme.
One thing about Moses is he'll never spend money. Like he spends.
Except those Dubai chocolates. He did buy a lot.
Oh
of those
yeah, what were those $40?
Yeah, those were good.
He did it for the plot too. He did it for this. Okay, I love that about you though. Never
you are
kind
of giving Gaga though, because when she did the Met Gala in this look, she she took off her clothes one by one.
What did she reveal to?
Oh wait, you didn't know that?
No. Oh my God.
You're literally doing that.
Oh no, is there more? I have nothing underneath this. The reveal.
It was like a reveal. It was like there was a couple of stages to it. It was like this to another dress, and then eventually it was like a 2-piece, like
Really?
like almost like bikini set or like underwear set. Yeah.
We are not getting that reveal. I wish I would have known. That would have been fun because this is giving. I'm choking, but
Yeah, she was only in that outfit for a little bit, and then she like kept revealing.
Okay, well I could always switch.
That's the trick.
Fashion over there. I'll switch into in a minute. Okay, now that I have the bow off my head, sorry. There's life where a molecule life.
120 million light years away. Or no, 120 light years from Earth. There's life on another planet.
What does that mean? How many light years? What does that mean?
120 of them.
What is 1 light year? Is it
It's
a mile?
time. It's just the speed of light. It's the time it takes the light to come from
So
there.
what is?
So it's really far.
How did they find it?
A team of astronomers.
Okay, Katy Perry over here. The
They
astronomers went
studied
to astrology.
Stars, and I don't know. They're still researching. I don't know. I got this news from E News, so they didn't really go into the science of it all. You know,
News. We need more investigation.
honestly, do we? I don't know. I feel like this is the appropriate amount for someone of my like
But what does
level.
it make you think?
For me, I'm just like, I don't want to deal with like another space race in my lifetime. Like I don't, and everyone's gonna be competing to go to this planet. I'm like, just leave it alone. Like we don't need to be. Let's just focus on Earth for now, y'all.
Well, what planet are they trying to go to though?
K2-18B.
It's not a real planet. There's only 9 planets. It's not Vishnup, and then it's not it.
Well, I don't think Pluto's not a planet anymore.
Oh, what happened? Got canceled. Pluto's too little. Wait, really? What happened? That's crazy. What happened?
I think too little. They took it back. They rescinded the planet card.
Well, now K2 is becoming a planet, though.
Yes.
Is it considered a planet? No. You said there's only 8.
I think it's a
in our
pretty
solar
big.
system. In our solar system.
Oh, okay.
I think
Yeah.
it's a pretty
It is
big
a planet, though. Yeah.
I don't think anyone cares about anything outside of our solar system.
These people do. Jeff Bezos clearly does, I guess. You know, Elon Musk's plan was to colonize Mars and stuff. So
Colonizing Mars is crazy.
That's what I'm nervous about. I'm like,
Oh,
I think y'all need to
no.
leave this planet alone because we don't need everyone putting all the freaking resources into investigating this one. Like, damn.
I know. What do they think they're going to find?
Where's
Just
to get their attention to us, and suddenly they come here.
Oh.
Who?
Whatever's over
Whatever's
there.
on that planet.
Well, they're already here, everybody. We all know this. It's a fact at this point. Everyone I talk to is like, no, the aliens are definitely real. They're definitely here. I don't think there's a question about that, right? They're just, I don't know where they're at, but I mean, I know they're here.
Just amongst us, you think?
I think everyone believes this for real,
Just
right?
saying,
'Cause
the
everyone-
ocean, underground.
That's true, the ocean.
There's so many places.
Well, the ocean has everything. The ocean's scary.
Yeah.
Like
Are you more
sirens.
scared of the ocean or space?
Ocean.
Me too.
Ocean's so deep and like, there's just, that's uncharted. Like people are going into space, but no one's really like diving 20 leagues under the sea. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay, yeah.
How deep does it go? Do you ever think about that? Or is it just never ending? Water expert over there. Is it just go forever? How deep
Not
is it?
forever, but it's very deep. It's more the pressure, the atmosphere is like you can't go that far. But we can
That's what I'm
send
saying,
like we
you
can send
can't.
like robots and stuff down there,
Rowboats down to the center of the earth?
like little submarines.
No, we can't. We saw what happened to that submarine that went down there. You can't do
There are
it.
people in there, yeah.
I'm scared
But
of the
there's
ocean.
definitely a lot to chart, and maybe that's why they're not, because they're not looking into where the aliens are. They don't want to be bothered.
Well, it's a good place to hide, I guess. Yeah, the ocean's so scary. Just like deep in. Do you swim?
I swim, yes. Not like extraordinarily well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Not like-
I don't really love open ocean vibes, you know, like I wouldn't really just you kind of do. You kind of swim in the ocean though.
Not like deep in the ocean, not like in the middle of the ocean.
But you take those kayaks out there, no? When you were in Hawaii, you kind of went out there.
I guess. Okay, yeah.
I think
but
you're
that
more
was-
brave than me when it comes to the ocean.
Really?
Yeah.
You want to go out to go see a whale in the kayak?
I would not in the kayak, like in the
Really?
boat I went on, which is already like a small boat. I feel like that was good enough for me.
Wow.
But, yeah.
It's cool in the kayak because they do come up right next to you and you see how big they are.
I love seeing the TikToks and stuff of like, especially
Yeah.
in New Zealand. There's a lot of whales there, I guess, but like they come really close to the freaking like paddle boarders and stuff. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's really cool, but I would probably be very afraid. There's this one video that always goes viral, like all these orcas that come up to this one girl on a paddle boarder and she's screaming like out of fear. It's like, okay, we're okay, and like and everyone in the comments like they're never gonna do anything to her. Like, why is she being so dramatic? I was like, I love whales, but I would be scared.
I see. That's what I would say too. We're
Right?
okay. We're okay.
No, but
I'd be screaming.
Orcas never attack people in the wild.
But they're just so big.
Yeah, but actual
Yeah.
real whales can breach and hit your kayak or go
Yeah.
over you.
They can
Swallow
do it.
you.
One was
But also, they don't swallow you. Didn't some? Is this a?
Well, they spit it out.
Yeah.
They spit out somebody, right? Someone was in there and they
Yeah,
spit
in
them out.
Chile.
But actually, one of my hot topics that I never thought we even talk
I love
about.
the hot topic list, Moses. I'm on fire lately.
There was a colossal squid that was filmed for the first time. So, I mean, if you are talking about the aliens, they're there. Like all those
This is
animals.
the colossal squid.
It's the first time they actually get to film one.
Where's
And-
this at?
Let's see.
Is this in Chile? That's where the next White Lotus should be.
Ooh, that's a good
That'd be a good
idea.
one. South America would be good.
So this is 2,000 feet beneath the surface of the South Sandwich Islands.
Sandwich. You know those?
No. Do you? South Sandwich Islands? No. What's about the squid though? What is it? Or just they found
They
one?
just never saw him. They never saw one in real
How big
life.
is it?
Like, because sometimes you would see on like submarines or stuff, you'll see marks of like a huge squid that attacked it or touched it. But
Most
this
squids
time they
harmless?
actually saw him. No, these are big. They'll actually eat whales. Like they actually
Yeah.
attack whales. Anyway,
See, at least space doesn't have like giant squids and stuff, you know?
They might. Maybe squid heads. You know, like Men in Black. Aren't they giant? Like they're like squid looking people.
Maybe, yeah. Actually, yeah, I guess you're right. Or like Space Jam. They had some weird looking
Yeah,
aliens.
Space
Yeah.
Jam was scary.
So I guess you're right about that. Both, I don't really care to go into either.
No.
You know what I mean? I'm good.
We're here on Earth.
Yeah. So it's like, I don't know. I admire that I could watch like, you know, videos or whatever of it. And I'm like, okay, I'm good. Did you see there was like that one fish that I think it was an angler fish or something on TikTok. Everyone was like so sad because it came up too high because it was from like deep in the sea.
Oh.
And everyone was like rooting for this fish because it like somehow made its way. Did you see the fish? Okay,
No.
Moses.
He's like, I saw this one too. What happened to it?
It
Exploded?
passed away. No, but everyone was like making all these TikToks rooting for this little fish that came up too high.
Oh.
But
he was an Icarus.
yeah, he did fly too close to the sun. Yeah.
What happened to him?
Just he couldn't
Passed
the
away.
the adjustment and pressure and stuff.
How
Yeah.
tiny was he?
It wasn't huge, but it was maybe like that big. I don't know, like a football size. Maybe?
Okay.
Yeah.
And he was all over TikTok? I don't see
Yeah, it
animal
was
TikTok.
all over TikTok. Everyone was talking about this fish, as they should. I'd rather hear about the fish than James Charles, I guess. So.
Yeah, that sounds more likely. Well, that just sounds more pleasurable
Yes.
than thinking
I
about
think
James
so
Charles.
too.
I mean,
Yeah.
James is fine if he's still calling What's the fish called?
It was an angler fish. I forget. I think they
Okay.
named it, but I forgot. It was like a month ago. But I guess speaking of the ocean, Dylan Efron saved 2 women from drowning in Miami.
How? What? How do you How?
he's just a real life superhero.
I know. What?
It's almost annoying how like he really is just like Captain America, I guess.
What did he do?
He went to South Beach on April 5th and he was walking along the shore. He said it was really random. I'm looking out into the ocean and there are just people screaming in the water and the currents were ripping. He said he looked around. There was no lifeguard. So him and Sam Asghari jumped in there.
No way.
No way. This sounds like a setup.
Yes.
sounds
Sam
like
Asghari sprang into action. He said there were two people closest to us that had already had a guy helping him, and there were 3 out further. So I swam one in and swam back for another girl. So he went, got one, and he said he swam like the length of a football field to go rescue these people.
What?
Yes.
Those are witnesses?
Wow, you need to be in amazing shape for that.
Well,
I
he is
know,
in
that's what I'm
amazing shape, I
saying.
guess.
Yeah.
Wait, football field is crazy.
Yeah, that's
Sam
in the
also
ocean.
did that?
Yeah, he said him and Sam.
And there was, and what did the women say?
He said he was just trying to calm the women down. He told them to breathe. And then the second girl he got, just wrapped her arms around him, gave him the biggest hug, and didn't want to let go. Me if I was saved by Dylan Efron.
She's like, I'll keep you. I mean, well,
Does he go to Malibu ever? Because maybe I would go out there.
Would you drown for Dylan Efron?
Me like 6 feet into the ocean? How?
But what if it was Sam Asghari that jumped
Just
in
let
there?
me drown.
I know. I was like, no, don't save me.
Don't save me, Sam. I'm good.
How far in were they?
If he had to swim the length of a football field, so that's big. I don't know
Yeah,
the exact
far.
increments, but
And were they screaming?
he said they were waving. He saw them from the shore waving their hands in the air.
All right. Well, I mean, I love that. Is there a video of it? Me just not believing it.
I think so, actually. I think he posted the DeuxMoi got video of it, I
Ugh.
think.
DeuxMoi, is that real? Is that site real or no?
It's very hit or miss.
feel like they always have like weird stuff happening there.
Yeah, because people send in like tips and stuff, and like people can just make stuff up, obviously. But
I like it. Honestly, he seems like a good guy.
he does. It's almost annoying how good he is, though, because I'm like, damn, like, do
Yeah.
you have any flaws? Like, I have not seen anything like.
Well, he's hanging out with Semasgar.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, clocked
T.
it.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, I guess that must be
I
his
wonder
flaw.
if he's trying to be an actor or like what he's going to try and do after
That's a good
Traders.
question.
Yeah.
Because he's kind of he's doing a lot of press because he was on a podcast telling this story. So,
Oh, I want him on the podcast.
But
what would you ask him? He's another one that's like, what,
true. Yeah.
what do you
talking about?
do besides
He
Traders?
is friends with that hot veterinarian that we need to get on at some point to set up with Callie. But
I never heard back from him. I messaged him, I think.
yeah, I think he was in Africa recently, and like actually, so that might be why.
Saving animals, saving
Yeah.
wild animals.
But yeah, that Dylan Efron, and also his girlfriend must be so strong because of. But okay, let go, ma'am. He saved your life. But
Well, I get that. You have your like savior. You're like, oh my god. And this was in Florida,
yeah,
Miami.
yeah,
He's the real life Baywatch. Zac Efron portrayed a lifeguard, but he really did do
was
it.
the real one,
Yeah.
the real deal. Yeah,
Is he younger than Zach or older?
I think he's younger.
I just think you can't really. I mean, I'm sorry. Like when your brother's Zac Efron, though, it's like I don't know. I don't really care too much about the other brother.
Yeah, Dylan was born in 92, and Zach was
yeah.
born in 87. Damn.
Big age difference.
Me and Dylan Efron being the same age, that also bums me out because Dylan Efron looking like Hercules, and then it's like
I
little me
know.
over here. Like,
That's me and Zac Efron. He's leading all these movies, looking hot.
You're
I'm like, what
so
did I
right.
do? Because we're a year apart. And I'm like, what the
oh
hell?
my god.
No, people always make me feel bad about myself when they're like so Margot Robbie, like anyone's so successful. You're just like, what am I doing?
Yeah, Margot Robbie is so young. I always forget that.
She's
too.
so young.
Yeah.
Didn't she play like a 19-year-old in that new movie you said?
Oh, Wuthering Heights. Yeah, her and Jacob Elordi.
People really thought it was me and Moses. People were taking me in that photo. Did you see one of them in the mountains? They're like, it looks like you and Moses. It kind of did, actually. Jacob Elordi was giving Moses with sideburns. I don't know what this movie's about. Apparently got Jacob Elordi out of retirement.
You like Wuthering Heights, no? Of
course.
Yeah.
But you don't know what it's about. You just like the song.
Right, but either way, it's going to be like a great tribute and homage to Kate Bush.
It's Kate Bush.
You should get Kate Bush on the podcast.
She doesn't. Moses told me she doesn't do
Oh,
she doesn't
damn.
do podcasts or interviews. She's mysterious. That's why he likes her. He's like, no one
No,
ever
I
knows
just like
anything
the
about
music.
her.
I don't care about the.
You said you thought she was pretty when you were younger.
I think I did.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You always tries to get me like the one video. You're like, oh, everyone recreates this one video. It's her in a red dress going through the forest. And then you show me the video. I'm like, I don't think everyone
The trend,
recreates this. Yeah, I think he's just trying to get me to do that.
Jimmy, insert the clip right now.
He's like, everyone recreates
no,
this
every
video.
year there's a day that everyone goes to the park and they all run in their red.
Sounds like something you just want me to do.
It actually happens every year.
I guess you do owe him one of his ideas, though, because he has put on a lot of wigs for all of.
I did a Kate Bush.
Did you
tribute.
really?
Yes.
We did, yeah. in
What
one of
was
our
that
specials.
one? It was a Christmas special in 2022.
Mm-hmm.
What was the song we did? We were in these weird gray outfits doing weird choreo. It was
Like I
crazy.
feel.
Huh?
Running Up That Hill. We did Running Up That Hill.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We sang it too. I did the music and she did the.
How have I not
Song.
seen this?
Yeah, because we don't want to get copyright.
Well,
So he did the
Patreon-
do your part.
Next
Go.
reaction.
It was like a specific sound you did. Like,
Yeah.
boom.
There was like because I was listening to it and I was just like.
So he was doing my little beatboxing.
He was the instrument. Oh, very Glee vibe. Yeah.
Yes. And if I only could make a deal with God, I'd just chart our places. Keep running up that road. Keep running up that hill. Wait, aren't you doing the din 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 din
Yeah,
part?
I'm just making sure I get the lyrics right.
Babe. You were supposed to do. Anyways, go check it out. It's still on my Christmas special on Blonde Zondel 4MJ. Moses is doing the background
I mean,
vocals.
actually, and subscribe to the Patreon because I think that's a great to
That
react
is a
to.
good
The
idea.
special is.
We did a couple specials. Oh yeah, patreon.com/JustTrish. You have to remember. I always forget too. Dang.
I was thinking that. Yeah. Shout out the new headshot.
The headshot today is gonna be we
So
finally.
yeah, so you saw the look from today. That's gonna be the new headshot.
Yes, we're gonna get on it. I have new stickers. I know this headshot finally got sent out.
We fixed it. That's the previous one. You're not gonna get it if you subscribe now.
By the way,
Get-
shout out Q Labs or Q Prints or something. They sent it to me for free. They redid them because my head was chopped off. They said that's how it was sent in. I was like, okay, maybe I made a mistake. But either way, they sent it to me for free, the new ones. They were sent out today, so the headshot of the month is there. And I was going to show it, but you can't get these now because they've already been sent out. Next month
Does
will
she
be a
know
new
what you
one.
miss? Because you better subscribe.
What are we going to do for Patreon this week?
That.
That. I love that. Okay, cool. What are we going to... Was there any fun foods out?
You're the food expert, though.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know
Have
what's
you? I
out.
haven't really seen anything either, though.
Nothing exciting.
No.
Yeah.
Even what's the next like movie that there could be a all the campaigns for? Nothing really.
Minecraft we missed, I guess.
We missed Minecraft. Sinners is the new movie right now that people are talking about.
What is Sinners?
It's with Michael B. Jordan, Haley Steinfeld. It's really good. I haven't seen it yet, but it has it had 100% of Rotten Tomatoes, your favorite website. I think it slipped to a 98%, but it still is really good.
Okay. Is it horror?
It's kind of like a gothic. It's like a vampire.
Nosferatu.
I think they're hot vampires though.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nosferatu's a hot vampire.
Did you see Nosferatu?
No. He looked hot though. Nicolas Cage, right?
What? No? It's the guy who plays It the Clown, Scarfield.
I don't like that guy. I don't like him. Why is he always playing creepy roles?
I don't know. I hope he's okay though, because I don't know, like
That's
mentally.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh, you think he's...
I feel like it must take a toll, right, to play these like crazy, creepy, kooky, spooky characters.
What's Nosferatu? What's so creepy about him?
I remember he had all the rats in there, and I never watched it. I just saw Lily Rose Depp slaying with the face.
With the rats? I never saw it.
But you know that meme, the meme of Lily Rose Depp when she's like,
No, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, we've talked about it before.
Really? And what, is she seeing the rats? And she's like...
I forget. I think she gets possessed or something. I don't know. But I know everyone was making a big deal because they used... It wasn't like CGI rats for Nosferatu. It was like real rats in there. I think Nosferatu had a... I'm trying to think of the...
Sexual relations.
The words. No. He had a full frontal. There you go. He had a full frontal moment.
Real.
And I think it was the real deal.
The guy who played It.
Yes. Oh my God.
Well,
why am I
he's
forgetting
like
his name?
European. I think Europeans don't mind showing their penises.
I think so too. Like very like Daniel Radcliffe with the
Jason
horseplay.
Isaacs.
Oh God, why can't I think of his name?
I have no idea who it is. I mean, I know who the
I know it's
person is.
Alex Skarsgård's brother.
Bill.
Yes.
Really?
Oh my God, you got it.
Is it Bill?
I'm pretty sure. Hold on, let me confirm. Yes, Bill Skarsgård.
Wow.
You're so right. Yeah.
Sometimes it just pops in my head. You know,
Damn,
things
that
just
was
do.
so good.
Wow. Okay, there's a Peter Skarsgård. There's like a lot of
There's
They're
a few
like the
brothers,
Baldwins
yeah.
of the Europeans.
Yeah, I think their dad was an actor too and stuff.
I
so.
think he was in Mamma Mia.
Yeah, there you go.
That's why I was like, I think the Skarsgårds are familiar. I think Alex dated Elle Fowler. Do you know that, Laura?
What?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure when he was in Magic Mike, I think like he dated her.
That is crazy
I
to me.
remember her dating him and being like, wow, that's pretty crazy.
Whoa, that's big. Before Alex Goot?
Yeah. Is Alex too big?
I just know that, I think they're still together,
Yeah,
right?
but I mean, you act like before him as if he's like bigger.
I can only think of Alex, like, I only think of her and Alex Scoot. Like, I never think of anyone.
There was an Alex Skarsgård era there. I'm pretty
Wow.
sure. I'm 99.9% sure.
Shout out the Fowler sisters.
Just killing it. Love them. They're the OGs of everything. I like it. I like that. Okay. I'd go see it if there's a full frontal male nudity.
Nosferatu?
Yeah.
People were pitching that as a baby name for you, but... Baby Nosferatu.
No,
You got the movie poster.
People want to sabotage. No, not that. We're still debating. We still don't know. Keep the name suggestions coming. I like to see them. I like to see what people come up with. There's some good ones. I like Titanic. That was a pretty one.
Oh my God, that is a good
Right?
name. Yes.
It's pretty. Titanic.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. We don't know yet.
And you were in Titanic, so it makes sense.
That is true. How did you know that?
I remember like when you told
discussed
me
it.
that, yeah, you were one of the extras
your
who
resume.
drowned.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was one of the little kids in there. I was 7 at the time. And it was a crazy shooting day, let me tell you. Red Gum Studios in Anaheim in the pool. The waves were crashing. Did you see the behind the scenes of White Lotus when they filmed the death scene?
No.
They're like in a pool. I swear it looks like the pool we filmed at. Were you in the pool with me? Yeah, when we did The Shape of Water. There's this one pool in I have no idea. In Anaheim, it's called Red Gum Studios. It's where I like film my Titanic scene. It's where I film Shape of Water, and it's like so cool because it looks like you're in the ocean. And like, yeah, they have like, it's so funny because you see like Walton Goggins like in a pool, and then like all the lily pads around him, and then you see like Amy Lou like in the back. It's like so cool. It's like this little tiny pool, and then they all like laugh and they all like applaud after the scene's done and stuff. It's like really cool. I love seeing behind the scenes stuff like that because it looks so epic and like big in the show. And
Yeah.
you just see it's all make believe.
Yeah.
That's what Titanic was too. They did a little miniature thing of it all.
Oh.
Like there's some parts. Some parts
Yeah.
are actually in the pool.
I do like that stuff when it's like miniature or they build set pieces and stuff. I feel like it ages the best versus like CGI. I feel like that usually ages poorly.
I hate CGI. That's why I don't want to watch Avatar. It's all CGI, right?
Well, the one in the water, they did build a whole special pool to make all those videos.
Titanic.
You said Avatar.
Oh, Avatar was shot in a pool?
Yeah, it was. They were serious
The
about
water
it.
one, yeah, and they had to come up, like they always develop new technologies for those movies.
There was no CGI in Avatar?
There is CGI, but the people were actually in the water.
Yeah.
Like, they have sensors on their body.
Oh.
And they had to like figure out how to get the light correct. So they would like cover the whole pool with like balls and things in the water. And it's
Kate Winslet had to hold her breath for, I think she broke some kind of record. She held her breath for like 10 minutes or something.
What? For what?
For Avatar.
Kate Winslet's in Avatar? Who is she? She plays Rose again?
She's in the water one. I swear to God.
What?
Yes.
Is she blue?
I think she's blue.
10
she's
minutes
definitely
is crazy.
blue.
There's no way.
Oh my God, now I'm going to see how long.
We could barely do like a minute for our Shape of Water one. I was like, we need to come up instantly. 10 minutes is wild.
yeah, but people can practice.
Oh no, 7 minutes and 15 seconds. So not 10. But that's still a long time.
What was she doing down there?
She was filming underwater scenes for Avatar.
Does it look like herself?
I mean, when she's filming, she's in like the motion capture, so she's in the suit. But in the movie, she's, giant and blue. So
I just like, what's the point? If you can't see who I am, I don't want to be a character. You know what I mean? That's so weird. I could never. If someone's like, you have to hold your breath for 7 minutes, I'd be like, no, absolutely
It
not.
takes a long time to practice that.
I don't think I'm on the Avatar train. I don't think I ever will be.
you say that now, but
No, never. 2 trains I won't be on. Avatar, Ed Sheeran. There's just no way. You know what I mean? I don't think that's in my cards.
I'm not like an Avatar stan, but I do watch them.
Well, you watch a lot of things too. You're like,
Sure, I will see pretty much any blockbuster.
I was gonna say, you love a movie.
I love a movie.
AMC Pass.
Yes, exactly.
You can go see Sinners.
Definitely. I mean, it has such good reviews. It's supposed to be really good. Michael B. Jordan's in it. Ryan Coogler, he did like Black Panther and the Creed movies.
Okay.
And Haley Steinfeld's in it. She's kind of crazy because I guess because it's like a predominantly black cast, and Haley Steinfeld. The vampires are Irish in that, weirdly. And Haley
Why
Steinfeld.
weirdly? What are vampires supposed to be?
I don't know. It's just funny because it's like I guess it's like a commentary about Ireland or something I read. I don't know. But anyway, Haley Steinfeld, she's like one of the main characters, and the cast predominantly black. But her grandpa was black and Filipino, so everyone's like, "Wow, I know." Isn't that crazy?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, she's
She's in there.
okay.
She's in the mix. And she said this helped her like relate to her roots. Like,
What is it? Okay, so it's vampires, but it's a commentary on Ireland.
there's a lot of like social and like commentary about like race and stuff too. Because Ryan Coogler, he is obviously black, and his movies have a lot to do, like our big commentaries, like Black Panther is Ryan Coogler, and obviously that has a big commentary.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited to see it.
I'll
yeah.
go see it. There's so many movies I need to see. I want to see
You always,
Minecraft.
every time I
know.
explain a movie, you're like, I'm there. I'll see it.
Sinners, I would place that number 2. I think Minecraft's my number 1.
Okay, fair.
I think maybe Sinners, maybe Snow White.
Snow White, I think, is out of theaters, Mama. I think that
Really?
I think that time is come and gone. Yeah.
Oh. Oh, that one I really wanted to see. Okay, maybe we can stream it. It's on Disney Plus.
Not yet, but I'm sure soon.
Yeah, we'll watch it at home with Malibu.
That's true.
Yeah, at least you can see it then.
Rachel Zegler sent me a nice DM when I was at Radio City. She was, I saw a line of people in pink, and I realized it was all for you, and I'm
That
so
is
happy for you. Yeah, she was really sweet. Yeah.
Nice, sweet angel.
Should have invited her to come out. So yeah, it's so crazy. Like when you think about people watching your stuff, you're like, oh my god, so cool. She saw.
Speaking of people seeing our stuff, though, when Zane commented about us, somebody, I think Trish Crave posted about it. That's how I
Yes.
saw it. That's so
He
funny.
did what did he do? Like, was it a crying emoji?
It was crying, laughing emojis to a clip of us talking, a clip of us reacting to them. What's theirs again? Unfiltered.
Yeah, talking about Snow White.
Talking about Rachel Zegler and Snow
Oh, we
White.
call them
Yeah.
dumb men shouldn't have microphones. I mean, at least he got it. He was in on the joke.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, agreed. I think that's what I took it at. The crying, laughing emoji is like,
yeah.
I took it as like, true. This is true. I guess he deleted it, so I don't know. I mean, not to be whatever, but you're gonna delete a comment like that? Like, I mean,
It's
what?
already been Trish Crave. So.
Yeah, if once on Trish Crave, it's out there forever. That's so funny that he saw that. He commented on it. Okay, Zane.
I love when random people see it.
It is so funny. I know. It's like, of all clips, of all things that he comments, that's what he comments on. Deleted it real quick, though.
I wonder
crazy.
why. Yeah. Listen, Rachel Zegler's got shooters. I will go to war for Rachel Zegler. I love that girl.
Same.
Yes.
No, I love her more than anything. Snow White is magical. The kids love Snow White. Like, that's all that matters. All these other adults, grown men with microphones, doesn't matter. You know what I
Who
mean?
never gave a F about Snow White anyway.
No. Acting like it's a big deal. Maybe Matt King cares about Snow White. He seems like someone who would.
Yeah, maybe he was just very excited for Snow White and was let down by
was
it or
passionate.
something. Yeah. He did seem very like he had a vendetta or something against it. So
Yeah, I guess people have passion. They really. Is he a host on that show? I don't even know.
You're asking the wrong dude. I only know about their whereabouts because of Alicia and Remy, and then
I know.
yeah, when they're like tagged in the post. Other than that, I don't see.
I feel that's why I have to mute. I think I just follow Remy on Instagram because it's like I see their faces and it's such a trigger, and I love her, and I'm just like, damn it, I want to know where her sweet fin bowl is gonna pop up next. But I can't look at their faces. And you know what? Can I be honest? I don't even know if it's anything against them at this point. There's just something so triggering about them to me. So it's like I need to disengage myself because it's my responsibility to do that.
As
you
a
know,
viewer, as a consumer.
Yeah. So I need to stop because she's my favorite. Ms. Remy Ashton will always be my favorite influencer. Just getting a little triggered. Wild crossover. I'm so glad Coachella's over though.
Oh my god, me too. The second weekend I feel like really dragged along, I think, for some
It's
reason.
just too much on my FYP of this.
Yeah.
I don't want to see it anymore.
Me too. And then like the Revolve stuff, I was like, okay.
Oh, what was the Revolve stuff? I didn't see that.
I guess they're getting sued. I don't know let me look it up.
Revolve
The
is getting
intricacies.
sued?
Yes, something about like because they work with influencers, then influencers aren't putting like the hashtag like spawn and everything. Oh yeah, a $50 million lawsuit alleging influencers hid paid brand partnerships.
Wait, what does that mean? What does it mean hid?
Yeah, $50 million lawsuit. Okay, like alleging that influencers had brand deals, so like they're doing sponsorships, but they're not saying it's a sponsorship. Basically,
How do people know?
I kept seeing stuff about this on TikTok, and I kept seeing stuff from the gifting suite, and people getting like the Dyson hair wraps and stuff, and
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they got it for free or they got paid?
so I think it's two separate things. So the lawsuit is something separate where someone is alleging that they are a part of an advertising scheme with influencers, like disguising paid product endorsements as genuine recommendations. So if someone's just talking too good about products and they're being paid, but not like disclosing it. And that's kind of like that one lawsuit. But everything I saw was like the Revolve Fest at Coachella, and it was like the gifting suite. They were getting on these crazy Dyson wraps, and the line was out the door to get in, and blah blah blah.
Who was
blah.
invited to that?
Kind of everyone. I saw Lisa was there.
Lisa, who?
Lisa from White Lotus and Blackpink.
Oh, you just said Lisa like
La
anybody.
Lisa,
Like Lisa Bug, Lisa Schwartz. There's so many Lisas. I was like, what Lisa?
Well, I think just Lisa is like Lisa.
okay.
Yeah. But then if there's
One
Lisa
name.
Schwartz, then it's,
Okay,
yeah.
come on, gotta clarify. You're like, Lisa was there.
So they were like celebrities. Heidi Montag performed at that one, right? That's when she performed at.
Oh, was it Revolve?
Yeah.
Yeah, she did look good.
But I feel like a lot of influencers get that list. And last year, remember, it was the whole thing where they were saying they had to like wait for the bus forever, and then they were stranded.
For Revolve?
Yeah, the
Oh, I don't
Revolve
remember.
Fest.
I'm so out of Revolve. Like, what is it? Is it like,
It's a clothing, the clothing brand.
but like is it a brand or it carries other brands?
I think it's their own brand because
I swear I've seen like free people on Revolve.
Maybe you're right. I don't know. I got a vest there once, but
I never got anything because they go up to a large. That's about as big as their sizes go. I don't know anything about Revolve.
I think it's their own stuff.
I'm not on like Revolve TikTok. Oh, maybe. I don't know. I haven't been on. I think I was on it like one time, like 10 years ago.
Yeah, I think it's their own. Like they sell their own stuff.
I never see anything about this.
I saw a little bit about it. I saw stuff about the lawsuit because right now it's just about the brand, but obviously if it ends up going to court, which who knows if it will, but then like influencers would get named, which that would be like kind of tea, I guess.
But that's crazy. Okay, so like I talk about Domino's all the time, how much I love Domino's, and I don't get sponsored. Do I have to disclose that I'm not? Because I will say I'm not sponsored, but like, do you have to disclose that you're not sponsored?
Not sponsored, no. But it's like if you are getting paid and you don't disclose.
But what if they're not? What if they truly love? Because I will jump on a bandwagon where everyone else is getting paid, and then I'm like, I love this too, but like I don't get paid for it. You know what I mean? So how do we know?
Yeah.
So I'd have to go to court and be like, well, I didn't get paid.
I think it would be pretty obvious. Like, I think because they would have to subpoena like evidence, and then it would come out whether you were paid or not. You know, so and they'll check and no history of payment from Domino's.
Oh, you have to like give the Bank of America.
I'm sure they would have to subpoena like bank account information or something.
Really?
But if it goes that far, who knows? Because right now, you know, obviously anyone can file a lawsuit. But yeah, it would be interesting to see.
Who files that kind of lawsuit? Just the people?
Let me see who filed this
People
one.
versus
Actually,
Revolve.
lead plaintiff Ligia Negreanu. I don't know. I guess there's a few plaintiffs that are a part of it, but
And they're saying what they got like a little bit scammed that they thought it was.
they've been a part of like advertising scam, and like how they broke the FTC mandated disclosure about paid partnership or hashtag ad,
Right.
and Revolve's paid influencers will tag the brand's Instagram but not say that they're sponsored or they don't disclose their sponsorships.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. All right.
So we'll see if anything comes out of that, but it is kind of interesting. But
Okay, Revolve.
yeah, anyway, I'm glad that that's kind of like over because I'm kind of like, and I feel like a lot of people who still went did just one weekend for the most part. I think Tara Yummy went back from an encore situation, but
With
I feel
Revolve?
like, I think she just went for. Can I tell you?
Coachella.
Actually, she on weekend one. I love Tara Yummy. Like I'm always seated for a Tara Yummy Instagram story, but she is so funny because I guess they were driving up to Coachella last weekend, and she's had to do like a PacSun like brand deal, I guess. And I think this girl was running late or something because it was like a PacSun like shack on the way to Coachella, and it's like you stop there on your way to get any essentials. And her Instagram story was, "Hey guys, I'm here at PacSun for if you need anything on your way to Coachella, stop here." And then it was like, I was like, and she was like, not even a smile. It was like, I need to get this
She's
done,
like, I have
collect the
30
check.
seconds.
She's like, I'm running late. Lady Gaga's about to come on. I gotta go. It was so, it literally tickled me
Did
so
it influence
much.
you to go to PacSun?
No, but it made me laugh.
So the ad worked.
God, I mean, here I am talking about PacSun, but it was so funny because she was just so serious. She like not even like a little smile. It was like, I mean, a PacSun shack in the background. I wish I saved it because it was so funny. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my
Why did you
life.
screen record it?
It was. I should have because I didn't think anything of it until right in this moment. I'm like, damn, I actually love that. I love that little
Love a
brand
Tara
deal.
Yummy. She gets the brand deals. That's
She gets
for sure.
every brand deal.
There.
It was just so funny. The little shack in the background.
I wonder if she gets paid to be with Ed Sheeran, or she just wants to do a TikTok with Ed Sheeran.
Ooh.
Like, is that payment enough to be like, you get Ed Sheeran in your TikTok?
Maybe.
Or
'Cause-
if it's promoting a song, like, pay me that.
yeah, I guess
money.
it depends. Because, like, obviously, if she just wanted to meet him, I feel like that happens a lot. Like, obviously, when, like, Ariana Grande invites you to an REM Beauty event, it's
But
like,
it's
yeah.
Ed Sheeran.
Well, some
Like, we're
people
not
love
talking-
Ed Sheeran.
No, nobody loves Ed Sheeran the way they love Ariana Grande. No one's like, get me an Ed Sheeran collab. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think, especially Tara Yummy, I don't know if she's like all about that life. And if anything, she has to promote as, what's the name of this? Azism? Azism on her TikTok. She's probably like, what the hell is not my brand? She's like, Tara will get me, and then it's like, whatever his song is. I'm on my way. Like, I don't know. I don't think it's the vibe.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Shout out Ed Sheeran, though. Shout out Alex Warren for getting that Ed Sheeran.
That collab makes a lot of sense, though. I feel like Alex Warren and Ed Sheeran,
Yeah.
they fit the similar vibe, you know.
I mean, and Ed saying Alex's song.
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I'm jealous of Alex Warren's career. If I could have anyone's, it'd be Alex Warren right now. He's really blown up.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think of artists. Oh, I guess like a Troye Sivan or something. I was trying to think of like influencer to artist. Addison Rae. I guess-
Joji.
Oh yeah, Joji, as we know.
Yeah, Addison is blown up.
Yeah, I think maybe Addison and Alex Warren, were they both Hype House, no?
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
But I would dare say, even though I think Addison is way more queen and she's on the cover of Rolling Stone, I think Alex is getting like a lot more mainstream with his music. Because she used to be on Jimmy Fallon, but I don't see her like perform on those anymore.
But she's very particular about press now, though.
Oh, you think?
Yeah, I know for sure. Yeah,
wait, how do you know?
Because I
You
like
try?
when she did her first music comeback,
Mm-hmm.
and my manager also loves Addison Rae, and we were like, we need an Addison Rae interview. So we tried to book her. We couldn't even book her. Yeah, because she is like just so in demand.
Private.
Very selective. Yeah.
I see what you're saying. So he's doing like Love Is Blind and Jimmy Fallon, but she's like, I want to be more artistic.
Yeah, I think Addison Rae is purposefully more elusive. Almost, I think she's taking notes from Charlie, or Charlie's like giving her advice, because obviously Charlie doesn't do all the press in the world either right now.
I feel like she's everywhere.
Not
No?
not after Brat. No, like she used to do press like for the other albums, but after Brat kind of became its, Brat Summer vibes, like she also became more selective.
Was it Green Day who wore a brat?
Yeah.
Is it cringe? I think Green Day is a little cringe, no?
I don't think Green Day is cringe. No. They've been around forever. They're kind of like legendary to me. I don't even love Green Day like that, but they remind me of
Legendary's
8th grade, because I think our graduation song from 8th grade was "Hope You Had the Time of Your Life."
I hated that song back then too. Ours was As We Go On.
Vitamin C.
Yeah.
Well, yes.
I don't know about Green Day, but okay.
I like Green Day, I think. I mean, I don't really listen to them, but I don't really have a problem with them either. And they
Didn't
seem
we
cool.
sing them on guitar? What did we play on guitar? Was it Fortnite?
Yes, Fortnite festival mode. Because
Yeah.
I think Callie ate that up. She ate that Green Day song
What
up.
song did we do?
I forget. I
don't
like that
know.
one. I don't want to be an American idiot. I like that song.
You like it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wanted to control. You know what? Maybe I'm a mistake. I just fear I would be Green Day one day. Like, I don't want to ever be like old and cringy.
I don't think they're cringy. I think people were really
Really?
excited to see them. Yeah.
I don't think so.
I think so.
I didn't see one person excited.
I think people really liked Green Day. I mean, I don't know. I could be wrong, but
Let us
I did see the
know.
disc. I know what you're seeing though, and because are you seeing on Twitter everyone being like Charlie should have been the headliner?
Yes.
Okay,
That's
exactly.
what I'm saying.
Yes.
How are you putting? Okay, look, I do love a Green Day song too, and yeah, I respect old people still doing it. But like, I don't want to be headlining Coachella when like whoever the next hot thing is supposed to be. You know what I mean? Like at 50, you shouldn't be headlining Coachella. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I see what you mean. I know. I know you're being influenced by all the angels, all the Charlie's angels
I'm an angel
out there.
now too. I'm an angel.
But I think even because last weekend Charlie was at an after party and she wore like a sash that said "Miss should have been the headliner," and then this weekend one of the guys from Green Day did.
So you don't even know his name.
No, I don't know. I know
Billy Joel Armstrong.
Yes, that's the only
Did you
one I
say
know.
what?
Billy Joel.
Not Billy Joel.
Billy Joe. What is
Billy
it?
Joel is Uptown
Oh,
Girl. Billy Joel Armstrong.
Billy Joe.
Like, I love Billy Joel.
Okay, you're one to talk. 'Cause you
Well,
don't-
they're legendary. Billy Joel. I was like, wait a minute.
I never claimed to be a Green Day stan, a little
Calling him
greenie.
legendary is
They
crazy.
are, you don't think they're legendary? They've
Well, you
been
don't even know
around-
his name.
No, but they're not for me. They're legendary to, I don't know, some straight guy with a microphone, I'm
They're
sure.
not
I think
legendary.
Ted Nivison probably loves Green Day,
Ask for a statement. I just don't, they're like Maroon 5. I don't think there's like stands.
No, I don't think they're Maroon 5.
Like, they're talented, they're good, they had their moment. Love them, great, but also like, what? Yeah. But Charli XCX is like the moment, and like,
yeah.
even I'm on the train now. You know what I mean? Like, she's everywhere. She has all the gas. Who did Green Day bring out? No one. Or no one knows if they did. Moses thought one of them was dead. He's like, yeah, one of them just like, yeah, he passed away last year. I was like, what? And he's like, Google it. And I did nothing. I was like, oh, one of their like stuntman did during a show like 10 years ago. Like, Moses was so convinced.
please.
He's like, yeah, it was really tragic. Look it up. I was like, okay. So, anyways, Charli XCX should have been, like, Addison Rae should have been headliner before Green Day. That was crazy. And I just, again, love, but also.
But also, like, older people go to Coachella too. It's not only the younger, like, influencers
No.
and stuff. So,
I didn't see one clip of the Green Day show.
but I like me either. But I don't
Exactly.
think our FYPs are that. I think again, maybe a Ted Nivison's FYP. He probably has some like Green Day clips on
Moses, was there a Green Day clip
But-
on your FYP?
there. His is also kind of girly pop though these
That's
days.
true.
Yeah, we don't have like a straight man we can.
No, you'll see like a Posty clip, like a Posty Malone,
But we talk
Yeah.
about Post Malone too.
I never see it.
No, but why did they come up? Like, did they do anything that was
They were the headline act at
They
Coachella.
were like F Trump, and everyone was like, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I
they
didn't
were-
see
they-
that, but
political
I,
statement.
Yeah.
They've always been political. They've
Yeah,
always been
American
very-
Idiot.
I don't mind that part of them. I just think like they're just old. And Coachella's just like
for
young.
sure, yeah.
Benson Boone could have been headline. You know what I mean? Like I don't. Yeah, that makes more sense. Anyways, I like Green Day. Don't come for me. Maybe there are Green Day stands out there. I like them. I saw their Broadway show, American Idiot. I like Boulevard of Broken Dreams.
Boulevard of Broken Dreams. That
I
was
walk
my
this
8th grade song
only
too.
road,
Yeah.
the only road that I have ever known. In the city
See?
streets,
You kind of a
on
Green
the
Day stan.
boulevard. I love it. One time I did sing it. I want to say early on, maybe like Indianapolis, and no one knew what I was
Really?
singing. Same thing with Usher. I sang Usher in Atlanta for my pre-show.
And
I was
Crickets?
like, huh?
Was it Crickets?
No, what's that song? How's
no.
that go?
I just said, was it Crickets? Like, was
Oh,
that?
yes, it was Crickets. Oh, got it. Yes. And it was the, you remind me of a girl that I
Also, that
once
was like my
knew.
6th grade. Yeah.
Middle school, yeah, it's like iconic songs that were so good. And I remember, I think it's probably on video. I finished it and they're like, who sings that? I was like, we're in ATL, Usher. Like, what? I think I sang Green Day somewhere. Maybe it was Nirvana somewhere. And people were like, what is this? I was like, I'm so sorry. I don't know either. Anyways, all right. Maybe Green
Can you
Day's
name
fine.
a Benson Boone song though?
No.
There you go. So,
Can you?
It's that one popular
There's
one.
one, yeah.
Oh my god, how does it go? It's gonna kill me. Beautiful things. Oh, you know, beautiful things. That's all I know.
Oh, it was the
Yeah. God, the beautiful things I got.
I only know this because I think my niece sent a video of her singing that. Did you watch that video yesterday? My niece was
I didn't
singing, "Please stay." I was like, and I looked it up. I'm like, what is this song? I think it's Benson Boone. Okay, that one's good. Maybe I don't know. I don't know Benson Boone's song. Well, I know you're right. I know more Green Day than.
See?
But
Yeah.
I'm not the Coachella demographic. You know what I mean? I think if I was at Coachella, I'd rather go see Charlie XX. Lance Bass was in the crowd watching somebody. He was watching. Oh, I think Ed Sheeran was there this weekend. Who did he
Yeah.
replace? He was.
I don't know. I don't know who he replaced, but he came in for weekend 2. And Bowen and Matt Rogers were the Apple Dance.
But technically, I know I saw that, but Matt Rogers wasn't dancing
Oh, was it just Bowen? Oh, you're right. It was just
because everyone
Bowen.
said that. They're like, "Oh my God, Bowen and Matt." I was like, "Well, let's give credit where credit is due. Love
Just
them both."
Bowen Yang.
Yeah, but you can't say they both danced because Matt was just like, he was like definitely didn't know the dance. Bowen ate. He was like, He
Yeah,
was
he had
giving
it
you
down.
because you loved the dance.
I do
too.
love that. I can't do it though. I'd probably be like Matt. You'd probably be more Bowen.
No, that's not true. You are the dancer. Every time we done cat's eye, anything, you always eat.
But it takes me like for the cat's eye, the touch TikTok dance. I had to study that for days.
It was so
to do
good,
like
though.
the 15-second dance. The Apple dance, I probably had to practice too.
I think Bowen practiced.
He must have like been
Did you
ready.
ever see Dick's the musical?
No, was it a movie?
Yeah, it's like a
Yes,
movie
yes.
with Bowen. You saw
Yeah.
it? It's
I
so good.
Never saw it. I saw the trailer for it.
Oh, why didn't you watch it? It's so funny.
I don't know. I remember seeing the trailer for it, but in front of the movie. But
Would you ever put your bare ass on a toilet in public?
I never use public bathrooms.
That-
for
what?
That. I mean, for number 2, never.
Oh, right. You don't have to sit for peeing.
Yeah.
You have to sit for peeing.
Like just urinals only because I get like a little phobic. I remember like when I had to go into work like every day, like before hybrid, like our building had like a gym membership with like bougier toilets, and I literally would get the gym membership just so I could use that bathroom if I ever had to go.
Ooh, and what did
Because
you do?
I would just go all the way downstairs, go into the lobby, and like if I ever had to use the restroom, I would use that one.
Seat
for number
covers?
2. Yes, of course. But
How many?
just one. But I also did have a biology teacher was like, in high school that was like, you guys don't need to use seat. Well, I guess maybe for guys, but they were like, because it's just your skin. Like you can't get anything from the seat cover will go into your system from the toilet seat will go into your
What
system.
about girls?
I don't know if they apply it to girls though.
Well, but how would they go in if your skin's just touching? Our skin's just touching too. What do you think we have?
Don't you have an opening though? Like,
Well, you have an opening too. Everyone has a hole.
oh, I guess true. I guess like the vagina isn't touching the friggin' toilet seat like that.
I guess if you have a big one. Sometimes
Yeah.
mine does. When they're little.
I love that Nicki Minaj lyric that goes, "It's in China, real thick vagina."
Oh, she's a thick one?
That's what she sings that one song.
I see what you're
bricks
saying.
China, real thick vagina.
You probably can get something crabs.
Probably something,
hair.
I think, right?
Sometimes I layer the seat covers on too much and then it sucks it under by the time I'm done layering it and then I can't sit down because I'm like, I gotta redo that all over again because it just like thinks I'd finished already. It's so hard. I think there was an instance, I think I was in the Delta one, and it felt really bougie and I had to pee really bad. So I was like, and it was like really fancy, like individual ones for everyone. And there was like a tenant to each thing. And I think I just put my bare butt on there this weekend and I was scared. I was like, oh,
You were scared?
like, what if something got on there?
At least it was bouge.
That was crazy. I was like at LAX. I mean, it was Delta 1, but also like,
Yeah.
Bare
A lot of
something's
foot traffic.
crazy.
There's a lot of foot traffic either way.
yeah. That's wild. Yeah, I don't really like to go potty like that on
No.
airplanes. Have you ever tried to sit down on an airplane toilet?
No. That is also my biggest fear.
I literally don't fit. Like, actually don't fit into those things. I'm not even making fun. I'm going to take one. I'm be on a plane this week. I literally, like, how do people even, like, squat? Like, I do not fit.
I don't know.
I think Barry might have touched that one, honestly, too, because I was trying to squat, and, like, obviously the little paper thing was kind of, like, in halfway, and I think a little Barry touched that, too, and I was like, this is so gross. And, you know, people pee on the seat because it's so little.
Yes.
And it was awful.
I never understand why people do, like, there's, like, OF people that will take, like, slutty, like, or, like, off videos in the bathrooms, or Drew from Emergency Intercom was saying, like, when he was at the airport, there were two guys hooking up in an airport bathroom, and that is like the most
Ew.
foul thing to me.
Like,
Because
in the plane or at the airport?
people only OF guys in the plane bathroom. They always, every time they're in a plane bathroom, there's always like
Nothing
a
sexy.
No, nothing sexy about
It's
it.
so
And also,
small.
I'm like, damn, if I'm waiting in line and you're taking a dick in there, I'm pissed. Also,
Right?
Yes.
I know. People are in there for way too long.
Yes,
I just
way
want
too
to know.
long. But Drew said at the airport bathroom, which also, again, just so much foot traffic, like too many people in and out to do anything intimate like that. I'm like, there's nothing like unsexier to me than an airport bathroom.
I hate going in it. Even my jacket. I have it like around my neck because I don't want to hang it anywhere. Like, it's just so awful. People are weird.
Yeah.
I judge you if you're an airplane hookup person. If you're on the airplane, or honestly, even if you take poops at the airport, I judge you a little bit. People love to they love doing that.
Do they love it or do they have to?
They love it. I think she said it on air on Not Live Line. Tana's like, you have to go number 2
Tana
in a
Marie,
bathroom
no.
on a private jet. And I was like,
No, that sounds like
crazy.
If I'm on a PJ and I'm pissed if someone's doing that.
Like, you're just
The vibe is killed.
I guess if you put a little poopery in there.
I guess.
I don't know,
even
but
then,
yeah.
even knowing that it's happening like 5 feet away, I'm like, oh,
I don't like when anyone around me is pooping.
no, Tana. She is that kind of girl though, but like
She is. That's where we're very different.
Yeah.
I'm like, girl, no, I don't think I could do that. But
I can't.
on a
I
PJ.
can't.
Well, let me know if you put your bare ass on a toilet seat.
Leave a comment down below.
Did anything happen? Did you get pimply? Like, sometimes I remember when I would be with questionable people, my would get a little pimply afterwards.
Really?
Yeah, I get like breakouts. Dude, it's like little pimples though. It was like really
I wonder
weird.
why.
I could always tell someone wasn't like clean or something. I was like, oof, if you just like bumped butts with each other.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's ever happened to me.
No pimples.
I don't think, as far as I know.
Yeah, I think one other time I was like bare somewhere and I remember I had like little pimples. I don't know what it is. I got it checked out one time in like 2020 because I remember I had like really, and I was like, ew, it's so, anyways. I had probably too many pictures of my phone of me taking my picture of my butt being like, what is this? It was so weird. So, and I was worried about it, but I think I'm okay. Knock on wood. That's so
Let us know in
scary.
the comments down below.
Let us know. We have so many. We want to know if there's Green Day fans out there. Not just fans, stands.
Stands, yes. You have
Like,
to
are
be
you
a literal
going-
stand with merch and tour tickets and everything.
Yeah, I would like to know that.
The JoJo Siwa update. Of course, every time we do a Hot Topics, that we're gonna finish today, and there's gonna be another JoJo
Yeah,
Siwa update.
always, yeah.
I guess the time difference with the UK, but as soon as last week we were standing JoJo. Yes, this girl came to you. No wrong.
Yeah.
Work JoJo.
Yeah.
Yes, JoJo.
This is putting her in the best light.
Yes, pedestal.
Love
like,
to
love
see
her.
influencer doing well.
And then as soon as we finished, there was all these clips of her getting very close with Love Island's Chris Hughes, who is also on Celebrity Big Brother with her. And they have been getting some backlash, mostly I think on Chris's part, though, over his creepy behavior towards JoJo.
Right, which I think is a little unfair because I've seen those extended clips of JoJo also expressing her
True,
love
yes.
to him. So I hate when they're like, yeah, like JoJo's a victim, like, ew, stay away from her, so creepy. When in the same reality check, I couldn't be in this house without you. Like, you make it so much. So she like gives it back. So they're
True.
obviously
It's not
mutual.
fully one-sided. Yeah.
I mean, I love blaming a man for sure, but but I do think it's an equal love affair or whatever it is, if it's platonic or what.
Yeah. There have been several clips going around, but there was one clip of the two of them alone in the hot tub, and JoJo started touching Chris's thigh, and then Chris ended up giving JoJo a foot rub, which is...
Did she drink?
Oh, that's a good
I
question.
wonder if she's like drinking alcohol. Because I'm like trying to think. I'm like, God, even like...
She doesn't look in any of the clips like
To like drunk. Or,
drunk.
not even drunk, just maybe like a little tipsy. 'Cause I was like really trying to think about it. I was like, even he's straight. We're not like sure of her sex. She's queer, but we don't know if she's like...
She first came out as pansexual, and then
Okay.
she did come out and say she's just gay.
okay.
But
So
of course, it's like, fluid.
But I think even on the show, she talked about herself still figuring it out, like not knowing. Like she talked about it on
About her gender. Did she talk about sexuality? Because I saw her talk about her gender, but...
No, I think on the show she just
Oh.
said basically like I'm still figuring things out, which makes
Yeah, I was
sense.
trying to
She's young.
think. Because I'm like, if you and me are in a jacuzzi, am I touching your thigh? Are you giving me a foot rub? You know what I mean? Like, I don't think so. Even my friend Cedric, who was like very like flirty, obviously gay, still, like, I mean, I used to be very touchy-feely with him. And I was just like, I don't know. Still when you're like in a relationship and she's like, I love my girlfriend, nothing could do it. I still don't know if like touching a thigh is like
Yeah,
the move you make.
because there's that, and then JoJo was also having another conversation with another contestant about like wanting to have children, and she talked about how she is really excited about taking her future kids like on a holiday, like on vacation. So she was talking to another contestant named Donna, and Donna said, well, that Chris could help her have babies if she needs. He could pop a couple in there, and then Chris overheard that and he asked what they were talking about, and then JoJo explained that Chris could help her have babies, and he said, we'd have babies together. I'd just be the dad, but I have good swimmers. I had mine checked. And then JoJo added that they could end up showing the kids this footage one day and showing how she decided who the father was. So that's also
well, yeah. If I was her girlfriend, I would immediately dump her. Like, I don't care. Like, if she's so gay,
Her
I'm like,
girlfriend had to shut off her comments.
Yeah.
oh, she did.
Yeah,
How do you know that?
Because it got pretty bad.
I would be pissed if that was you or if that was me. Could you imagine? That's like so crazy. Like, that's so wild. Because I love being flirty with like gay guys, but when you're like in a relationship, like tone it down a little.
And there was more clips of them like in bed together, like
Oh, I saw that.
Yes,
that was crazy.
And she was like lying. He was like lying on her chest, and then even there's like if she wasn't in bed with him, she would sleep like on the floor next to his bed, which is also very odd. There's another clip of them dancing in the backyard where JoJo's kind of teaching how to dance. And then Chris kept staring at her and said, God, you look great today. I think that's my favorite color on you. And just like really laying it on thick. So
yeah, he's from Love Island. Is that the Harry Jowsey show?
Yeah. Wait, what was Harry Jowsey? I think he was on Love Island too, but he's British, I believe. Harry is Australian.
But same show.
I think same show though, yeah.
He gives me Harry Jowsey vibes, this guy.
Honestly, yeah.
And JoJo's always accused her ex-girlfriends of being like awful and cheaters and all stuff like that. But now we're looking at her, I'm like, girl, are you sure you're not putting out anything like this? Because if I was your girlfriend, I would immediately dump you. Like if I was like Moses flirting with like a lesbian, I would still, like if he's with Gabby Wendy in the jacuzzi, just being like, I'm going to give you my swimmers, I would divorce instantly. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard.
It's so crazy because I'm like, at first I was like, people are blowing out of proportion because JoJo, when she's on these shows, she always ends up becoming like best buds with like a straight guy. When she was on the freaking military show, Special Forces, she became best friends with Tyler Cameron from The Bachelor. Like that was her guy.
Weird.
So whenever she's on these reality shows, she does like buddy up with a guy. So that's pretty common. But she was never like, in bed with Tyler Cameron.
It's one thing to be like buddies with them, but it's another thing to
pretty intimate. And I don't think Kath, her partner, has said like even posted a TikTok in a while because she did post about the Mickey Rourke stuff. Like she came out defending JoJo, but
nothing. How can you defend? I mean, you can't say anything.
Yeah.
You could never defend this. And there's just like no defense.
Yeah, and this stuff does happen in regular Big Brother too a lot. Like people go in with partners and then they end up having a showmance, and then yeah, that does happen quite a bit. But it is tea when it's celebrity Big Brother, especially.
Oof, I can't even imagine. I did Celebrity Big Brother and in the UK, and there was not 1 ounce of me wanting to touch anyone in that house, because it's just also like kind of dirty because no one cleans the house, and you all are like going number 2 in the same bathroom. Nothing is like sexy about the house. Nothing. The lights are so bright. Like I can't even imagine. I think we had a showman. Someone did. I think The Bachelor and someone else did. I can't remember, but it sounds weird. I don't know. Well, are they showing it on the show, or are they showing it like on the extended? Like
I think there's some clips in the show, but a lot of it is the extended.
And did her mom? Because Jesselyn's also been very vocal on.
I don't know.
TikTok.
I haven't seen her mom say anything about it. No.
That's what's so weird about it is that they're aware of cameras. They're aware of like their showmen, both of them. So they're aware of the fact that all of this is being filmed.
Yeah.
And they still can't help themselves. Like, what would have happened if there was no cameras?
Right.
So something is happening. Like, you have to be so passionate.
But it is a weird thing that you kind of almost do forget. Because I remember that one time when I told that Sam kid, like, I went to all my YouTubers to, like, with you or something. Like, you really do forget. I remember when Big Brother called me and, like, we have to talk to you about something. Like, what the hell did I say? And then when they replayed that, I was like, holy. That was like a conversation at like 6 a.m. Like, who was listening to that? So I do think you, like, kind of forget a little bit. I think that's what happens with these people. Because she does come across one way, but then you see these moments, and it's kind of dark. That's why I thought it was like from the live stream, because they're always like in those weird like night cam things. So I was like, maybe she doesn't know or doesn't think that people are recording. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of. But I know what you mean. Like, you're obviously being recorded. You think you would know. But I think at a certain point, you're just like delirious, and you're like, I don't know what's even happening. Where are we at?
That, and I do like the contestants on American Big Brother, because that's the only context they have. Like, they do end up saying that you kind of forget that. Yeah. Because also the cameras are all hidden. Like, they're in the mirrors. They're, they're not like just right in front of you as their crew. So
yeah, there's very little times crew is there unless it's like an hour for filming or like a challenge. But all the other times it's like in the thing. Do you remember when Todrick, was he on Big Brother in the UK?
Yeah, Celebrity Big Brother, yes.
Here in the UK or in the US or UK?
Oh, I think it was UK, but it was the American Big Brother.
You remember when he was telling someone like about cameos? He's like, you know what? I just say the same thing to everybody. I'm like, that's crazy. So I really do think you like forget, because like, why would you say that on TV? So I think people forget. Yeah, JoJo was looking up, and then it's like this. I'm like, girl, I mean, I guess like it wouldn't be bad, obviously, if she didn't have a girlfriend and she was like, I'm so loyal. I love her so much. And it's like, well, what the hell happened to your girlfriend?
I know. And she does have like a tendency to like jump from relationship to relationship show. Because like 2 relationships ago, she's like, I'm done. Like, I've learned my lesson. I'm taking a break. I'm not going to be talking about my relationship.
Right.
And then it was the next one. And then
like she's in love with her. I didn't know everything about this girl. She's in Australia. She wants to move there with her. Like, I know so much about her because she puts it so out there. And I'm like, girl, maybe just like dial it back a little bit. But
if she is like figuring out her sexuality and stuff too, it does make sense that
for sure. Yeah. But like, stay single.
And it just sucks when like you're making your partner at home look bad on like live TV, and like it's also the fact that it's like in real time. Like if you shoot like a season, you can at least like
explain it.
Yes, and like damage control before it comes out. But the fact that it's real time is so crazy.
It's like the one. What's the Spanish one we watched where he was singing?
Oh my God, yeah, the Temptation Island.
Yeah, and he was just so like, because that's the thing, it's happening in real time and you can't do anything about it to stop it. And you're just like watching on TV, and then you're seeing all these TikToks about it. Like, it is wild. I know it's kind of sad, but.
I know. That's why the only reality show I can really get into is Love on the Spectrum, because at least there I'm like, okay, it's going to be like wholesome.
Everyone says that. I know I need to start watching that because everyone's like, you would like it so much.
It's very sweet and wholesome, but it makes me kind of cry just because it's so sweet and wholesome, so I can't watch too much of it because it's just so sweet. Like, I'm rooting for everyone.
I need to watch something like that.
And they're all like so famous now, actually. Like all the people in it they have such humongous followings. Like, they're so popular.
Someone, I have one of my glam people are really obsessed with Love on the Spectrum. Someone's like sibling on the show went to one of my eras of Trish.
Really?
Yeah. I think it's like a pretty popular one. It might be the one. Either the one Jack Black surprised or the other one that's even more popular. There's like two boys that are really popular, and like his sister wants something. They like went to her Instagram, and she like came to one of my eras of Trish tour. Yeah, and I was like, shout out! I need to watch that show, but shout out to that person. Yeah, everyone said it's like really, really sweet, and I feel like our reality shows that we watch is like so sad sometimes and so like depressing, like just guys being awful, like Love is Blind and just superficial, and like this now with Miss JoJo, I was like, damn, I love her, but also.
I know.
Also
it's so
messy.
crazy how like it shifted so quick. Everyone was like, yes, justice for JoJo. And then all of a sudden everyone's like, JoJo, what's going on? What
Yeah.
are you doing? I'm like, damn.
That's why you got to keep a villain in the house like Mickey Rourke. You need to find someone that makes you look a little like.
Because the second they're gone, it's like, all
Yeah,
eyes
what's
on you.
next?
Yes.
I know. I've been seeing Tiffany Pollard over. I'm like, God, it'd be so good if she went in.
I know. She's like the commentator, I guess,
I
of
love
it.
her.
But yeah.
She looks so good. I love her. She'd probably be on Traders this next season, I'm sure.
I think so
that's the
too.
rumor.
She has to be in demand, I would
Especially if
think.
she's in the UK. She just pops on over.
Oh my God, you're so right. I didn't think about that.
They're
It's
filming
like so
May,
easy.
yeah.
Yeah.
I hope so. I'd watch it for her.
Me too.
I love all the Traders, but maybe we'll get Zac Efron this season.
You think?
Maybe. What's he doing? Is he doing anything?
I saw he's doing a new movie actually.
Oh.
I saw him
Hairspray 2?
recently on the show Studio.
You watched the studio?
Yeah, he
How
was
come
on
you
it.
don't want to watch it with me? I
Zach
want to
was
watch
on the
it.
studio?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because pretty much everyone in the entertainment business is on that show.
Well, him
playing
and Seth Rogen
themselves.
are friends. Like
Yeah,
they did
he was,
movies together.
he was playing himself. It was funny.
Everyone likes that show. I don't
It's
know
a
about
good
Seth
show. It's
Rogen.
comedy. It's kind of short. I don't either, but it's like
You like it?
he's not. I don't know how to explain it.
Plays himself.
No, he's like a studio manager. You know, like a manager in a studio.
I can see you getting into it because it is very like about the industry, like
I
about
like that.
Hollywood, and you love Hollywood. So
I do.
It
That's why I
doesn't-
love Hacks.
It's just good writing and it's funny. It's kind of like Hacks in that
Really?
sense.
Yeah.
Like it's fast moving. It's funny.
Never got into Seth Rogen, but maybe.
I know. Well, we saw. I mean, the last thing we saw was the Pamela Anderson.
Oh, he just directed that one.
Yeah, and he was kind of okay in that.
We saw something that was awful, and I think that's why it always put me in. There was one movie that we saw, and I was like, "This is so bad." Is it the pineapple one?
Pineapple Express.
You seen it? It's so bad.
No, I haven't seen it.
I feel like James
Because
Franco,
those
Seth
are so
Rogen.
different. Yeah.
I don't like the.
I think the target audience of those is so different from the TV show. Anyway,
Okay.
the studio you might like because it is all happening in a Hollywood studio.
Oh, well, how come we haven't watched it together?
Well, I watched it when you were on tour.
Well, why don't you wait for me? We always have shows we need to watch.
Because you didn't show interest in watching
Baby,
it.
you can watch Last of Us. You can watch Avatar. You can watch Star
There was
Wars.
one episode of The Last of Us. I watched everything else.
I want to watch that. Yeah, someone told me the studio was good. I don't know.
I'll rewatch it with you because it was funny enough to.
No, I don't like it when someone watches something and then I have to watch it and be like, "Oh, wait till this part. It's so good." It's like, no, you
I
already watched
never
it.
say anything. I'm not a
Yeah.
spoiler person.
You are a spoiler person. I wish I didn't know spoilers for White Lotus because that season finale, I really was like, wow, it could be anybody. If I didn't know the spoiler, it would have been so good.
But you're the one that went looking.
I know. I was sad about it. I was like, damn. I still want to get that guy on the podcast. I really like John Grease. I really want to get him on.
Oh, I feel like you probably could, maybe.
I'll DM him.
Yeah.
I'll probably be on the next season, huh?
I feel like that'll be a continuing
Lucky him.
thread, right? I know to be like the one of the only ones to keep it going.
Yeah, to keep living, to keep
Yeah.
surviving. I'll have Patrick Schwarzenegger on too. Maybe I'll send him a DM.
Yeah, might as well.
I like him.
Yeah, he grew on me towards the end. I was really skeptical, but he really won me over in the end.
He has good acting.
Yeah.
I still don't like Jason Isaacs.
Oh, yeah.
Messy.
Team. Yeah.
Also, Harry Potter's getting a reboot.
Yes.
And also, why are people involved with it? Like, J.K. Rowling continues to be a monster.
Yes.
And everyone is still like, sign me up.
I know it is kind of crazy.
Nicola
Yeah.
Coughlan has made a stand and said she does not support it.
I
And I
wouldn't
love
touch
it.
that with the 10-foot pole. Yeah, especially with like the
Shout
ruling
out.
in the UK with our poor
Yes.
trans sisters. But
That's what I'm saying. Like, UK is so woke when it comes to trans rights and all. And this is like, and J.K. Rowling's so actively against it.
yeah, she like funded this freaking legislation to.
And we're just giving her more money to
I
fund
know.
by acting in these Harry Potter. Like, I'm not going to go to Harry Potter World because I'm like, this lady is crazy.
I know.
Like, what are they doing to you? Like, what is happening? Like, what is she? What is the argument? What is she like? I hate this so. Like, what happened to her?
Azalea Banks' theory is that J.K. Rowling's ex-husband. I know it's so.
I love
always
Azalea
dicey when
Banks.
you
She
open
is-
with Azalea Banks'
I
theory.
love it.
But her theory was J.K. Rowling's ex-husband probably cheated on her or something with like a doll, and maybe that's why.
Oh my. All
Because
right.
it doesn't make sense. She's so like that's her whole platform, and she hates Daniel Radcliffe and Emma
Okay.
Watson and Rupert Grint for being pro-trans. Like she
That's what I'm
talks so
saying.
badly.
Like,
it's so weird.
What is your problem?
It
That,
is
I
very
guess that
weird.
makes sense. Azalea Banks might know.
She might have clocked it. Yeah.
Wow. J.K. Rowling
I
needs to put on
want
some
that freaking
lashes.
shirt that
I
Addison
got
wore.
one.
Oh, you
I'm wearing it
did?
Wednesday. I got a pink one.
Oh my god!
Protect the dolls.
Wait, are they the real ones though? I
No.
was
Where
gonna
do you get
say-
the real ones? They're probably sold out.
They're
Like,
on back order for months. They're like 3 months on back order.
they have a ton of knockoffs. My pink one, I don't know if it's in yet. It wasn't in today. I was going to wear it today because I'm like, I'm going to be 2
I
days
hope
late with
the-
it.
Are the knockoffs also donating to trans rights? I hope so.
I hope so. But it's like Loewe with like drink your milk
I
one.
know.
It's like they sold out, so I had to get knockoff. Like I don't know what to
Let's
say.
do a separate trans donation.
I
but
don't think
yes.
T Public is donating to trans rights.
Well, maybe the T stands for trans.
Okay, maybe. T Public. I love that. I love that shirt too. I see. Right.
Yes.
Maybe
we'll do a separate
we can
donation.
donate.
Yeah,
I'll wear it next Wednesday and we'll donate some to the.
I know because Pedro Pascal wore it, and then Addison Rae
It's
wore it
cute.
too. It's so cute.
Because we love the dolls and
Yes.
we must protect them at all costs. Boycott Harry Potter. Like, I just can't believe people are like signed up for it. Like, it makes me so mad.
I get it to an extent, like, because if you became so attached to it pre J.K. Rowling, it's like me being stuck with a Tesla. Although, like, I am going to be when my lease is up, but
but you're switching, you're pivoting.
true.
I think when someone's so problematic continuously, like still, like how could you promote? Like so advocating so against.
No, it's so hard. I think, oh my God,
It's crazy.
it is. I
can't.
understand it to an extent because people like grew up with it, and also like the books are such a part of people's childhood, and like that's the weird thing. Like it is all about like standing up to like an evil power, you know.
Yeah.
So like everything it stands for is like opposite of J.K. Rowling. So that's why it's so weird. Like, you know, and people became attached to it before knowing her. So I don't know. It's one of those things where
you have to pivot. As much as you love
I know.
someone, like this is 2025 and this is an active campaign, hate campaign.
I know, and it's working.
And it's working.
Yeah.
And it's right. Yeah. It's like
It's
what?
hard,
Like
yeah.
you want to watch Harry Potter or you want to protect a human's life? You know what I mean? Like
True.
it's so crazy to me. I don't know. And I love Harry Potter. I do like Harry Potter. I would stand Harry Potter for sure, but I cannot watch this new one. I don't even want to see news. I say ignore.
Thank God, because between like all the books, like the trilogy or whatever, the book to movies that took over, it was like Twilight, Hunger Games, Harry Potter. Obviously, I loved Harry Potter at the time, but it's not one I go back to. Like Hunger Games, I think my order is Hunger Games, Twilight, then Harry Potter, and not even in the pick me sense, but like genuinely, I'd go to those ones more. Like
I would always go to Harry Potter.
I loved. Before Hunger Games, I was a Twilight stan. Like I reread them over and over again. I saw the movies over and over again. I had all the merch.
I had an era, but then I'm like over it.
I loved, even like I rewatched Twilight like last month. Like I love Twilight.
You love it?
Yeah.
They sell Edward Cullen glitter spray on TikTok shop.
Oh,
Do you
that's
ever see it?
fierce.
It's so pretty. The bottle like just glittery
Love.
too. Yeah.
But Hunger Games is my number one. But thank God Suzanne Collins is not problematic because it would be
Let's hope.
hard. Like if she was transphobic, I'm like, oh my God, but I love Katniss Everdeen. I love
No, you have to.
Lucy
You have
Gray.
to jump ship. You have to jump
I
ship.
know,
when
but
that happens.
it's hard. I could see why it's hard to.
At least
to
don't
let
be
go.
such an advocate for it. Like if she was quiet, maybe. I guess
I
if
know.
you don't know.
If she was bigoted in the silence of her home, yeah.
Maybe that's better, but the fact that she has such a large audience and she has so much money, she's like,
Influence,
so influenced. It's like so wild, and
I
it's
know.
like it's literally people's lives, which makes me like really sad.
I know.
I hate her. Anyways, we're not going to Wizard World, whatever
know,
it's called,
damn.
Harry Potter World. I'm over it. Yeah, and this new reboot, all y'all involved
I know,
is
and
crazy.
I feel bad for the kids because, like, they're starting with young kids as like the main trio, obviously,
Yeah.
and then they're going to be brought into this very like divisive.
Yeah, it's not fair.
No, because also I think we talked about it before, but if they like race bend or something too, it's like obviously they're going to go in. People who are pro trans are going to be upset that this is happening, and then if they do like a race, like if Hermione is black, like it is for
Well,
the play.
People are already mad about it.
Yes, exactly. People are
Was-
going to be so freaking mad.
But
because
Professor Snape is black, and everyone's like, that's not Professor.
Exactly. So then that group is going to be upset. So it could be like a big lose.
I
for a
know,
lot of
just
people.
everyone.
Yeah.
I hate it. They should just leave it be. Let people
isn't
enjoy
that
it.
old, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Not about it. All right.
The last thing I had was everyone was tagging me in that one clip of Shane and the KATY therapist podcast saying Shane was shading you. But
I did see this one.
yeah. What do you think about it? Because my interpretation was it didn't seem like it applied to you because
Well, it definitely applied to me,
Oh.
but I also it definitely was about me.
you think? Oh, okay.
The one clip I saw
Okay.
was very that, and I love that the preface of very much like not an influencer. It's like, Shane, you have no friends that aren't influencers. Like, every friend you have, you turn into an influencer, whether that was, remember Cat Sketch, like Shauna, like anyone who was just a friend, you turn into an influencer. Like, he even talks about Jenny Craig days, his friends making videos. So, like, him prefacing me, like, it's not influencer. Okay, it's not influencer. It's like when I had a friend who was like, went to Cheesecake Factory and I never thought she was like, okay, we get it. We know, you know what I mean? Like, he's so funny that way because he loves to, what is it? Like, spill a little tea, but like not take any accountability for it. Just like, I'm gonna spill some tea, but like, it's no one you know. But it's like every story he told.
He did preface, this isn't tea. So, yeah.
It's literally tea because you were everywhere, Shane. This is why he doesn't do podcast. But like, because there was a clip too that could have been about Andrew or Garrett. You know, there's definitely also, it could pertain to a lot of people because Shane is, I don't know him now, obviously. He could be totally different. I do believe people change. I do believe parenthood changes people. Didn't change his accountability though. Still takes zero accountability. But I do think like there was clips of him talking like that could have been about Andrew or Garrett or anyone. He's like friends using him. Because I feel like friends that use him, he used to pay like people's phone bills. I remember he'd pay like people's like a lot of these influencer friends, like he would like pay their phone bills for like years after he even stopped talking to him. And he's like, I feel bad. And like, whatever, the clip I saw about me, I actually didn't think it was like even crazy. I wasn't like fuming. I wasn't like, oh my God, whatever. But yeah, it was definitely was like, you know, I told this friend and it was like, you know, I had to tell this person. Like he was like, I had to tell this person, you know, because it could only get worse, like a couple years. And I was like, okay, what's the worst case scenario? And I was like, oh, the worst case scenario happened. I had to tell them like, hey, also the way he talks as when he's the one texting, he'd be like, hey, yeah, what you said wasn't, you know, it wasn't really cool. If it made me feel a little uncomfortable. Like the way he says things is like, makes him seem like this cute little like poor thing. But when he texts or whatever, it's like, no, it's always like little nasty intentions behind it. But then he said it affected us, meaning him and Rylan, like, you know, the backlash of like this person, but he's glad he didn't find out because that's the energy he didn't want. And this person needed help. So again, could it apply to a lot of people? Yes. Is it about me? Yes. You know what I mean? Like, I just think, and yeah, I just watching it, 'cause, okay, let's say it's not about me. Let's say it's about someone else and stuff like that. My biggest issue with anyone talking about a situation like that, especially he said the person needed help or whatever at the time, like needed serious help, is like, you can't take, like, if someone takes zero accountability, right? Whenever friendships or relationships end, business relationships, whatever, like you have to admit that you had some wrongdoing in it. You know what I mean? So for him to like, that specific clip I saw, I only saw the one clip because people were tagging me in it. For him to be like, yeah, this friend just had this crazy reaction and like, thank God, because, you know, I had to cut that off and now that was bad energy and we didn't need it or whatever like that. And he said that with all the other people using him and stuff like that. Like he's never done anything wrong in the situation, which is like crazy because Shane was known to be like the meanest person back in the day. Like he was just mean. Obviously not to me, or well, I guess he ended up being mean to me afterwards, but like he would talk so much to everyone. That's the common, when Joey was here, like Shane's a talker. He talks about everybody, like whatever, like just say that part of your story. My part of my story is I was mentally unwell. I was crazy. I would like lash out at people, like whatever, expose people. But like to not have a little accountability, to be like, you know what? Because he said his biggest regret in the interview was making fun of Miley Cyrus. I was like, have we learned nothing? Like, what? He's like, I love being canceled. Held me accountable. I was like, do we know what you're canceled for? Like, let's rewind the tapes. Like, that's what was so frustrating. It's because, like, you can't do an interview and say, like, your biggest regret is being canceled over, like, Miley Cyrus and you wish you could apologize to her. I'm like, Miley Cyrus doesn't care. And that's not nobody cares. Nobody cares that you made fun of Miley Cyrus. Like, when did you even make fun of her? I have no idea what you're talking about. I can remember this, and this. You know what I mean? Like, so, yeah. It's so funny to watch him in an interview because you do think like, right? I think he's better off not giving interviews because I think when you don't give an interview, you could be like, you know what? This person probably changed. You know what I mean? Like the less they talk, the better. He doesn't talk about drama, but just like seeing him talk about stuff and even his own cancellation, I'm like, wait, he's kind of like lacks a lot of self-awareness, you know, which was kind of it. I don't know. What did you think?
Oh my God, you're changing my whole perspective. I think I'm just very naive. I think I'm very naive because, and also I've noticed about myself recently. I think because I've had so much trauma the past like 6 months, I now am like, we're almost toxically optimistic because I watched it and I was like, oh, it's nice. Like, I was like, oh, it's nice. Like, because he said, oh, it's not an influencer and it's something recent. I was like, oh, this isn't about Trish. And then when he was talking about like being canceled and stuff, I was like, oh, it's nice that he's giving this different perspective. I'm like, that's at least good. So I was so the complete opposite, but not, and it's just like how I interpreted watching it in real, because I went back and watched the whole thing to get like the context of it. But everything you said does still apply. Like I'm not like seated in like, oh no, I don't believe I believe the opposite. I just at the time I perceived it so differently. So I feel like I almost had to rewatch it with like that, with like your context. You know what I mean?
I will say, like, because we had talked about it. He has saw clips too. Like I was seeing the clips of it, and I will say I only watched the clips, so I don't know the full context of it clearly. But like I wasn't jarred by it. I think Tana sent me a text like, "Oh my god, that interview can't be real." And this was Friday, so I was doing my music video. So I was like, "What interview? Like what?" He's like sitting down with Katie Morton, and I was like, "Oh my god!" So like I was gonna watch it, and I watched it. I was like, "Oh, it's like nothing crazy."
No, I didn't think it was anything crazy.
But
either.
I think because he has a lot of blame in it, even though he was trying to make it seem like he didn't, you know what I mean? So I think you can only be so much. You can't go too hard on someone and be like, this person was so crazy, because then you have all the evidence to be like, well, you also told Gabby Hanna she had herpes. You also paid a drama channel to talk about her. You also spilled your tea. You also told Peter Monch she's a sociopath. If you call everyone in your life a sociopath, like there might be also something like, you know, an issue with you at the core, you know?
I see what you mean. Yeah.
Because I remember Peter Monch like, yeah, he said, oh, she's a pathological liar. She's a sociopath. Like when we were friends. So it's like, you can't point too many fingers, because then some people, and people did. I saw the clips and people were nice. They're like, well, he did this, this, and this, and whatever about Trisha. But also the cancellation part, I think a lot of people had issue with that, because it's like, I can't say I'm thankful for my cancellations. You know, the time I asked if dogs had brains, I'm so sorry. Like dogs have brains. I like feel so bad. I wish I could apologize to all dogs. Like that's not it. Like, you know, that's not why I was canceled. Like, you know, you have to like bring it up each time. If you're going to talk about the cancellations, don't sugarcoat it. Be like, yeah, you know, at this time I was struggling with my gender identity and the way I worded things was wrong. Dissociative identity disorder. I saw someone and I thought that was something I had, which I wasn't. And then I lashed out by doing, you know, a mockery of it. Like you have to like go through each thing if you're going to talk about it. Because just saying, yeah, I made fun of Miley Cyrus, I wish I could apologize for it. Like people are gonna be pissed. They're like, well, that's not it, boo. That's not why people canceled you.
Yeah.
And so when he's like, I'm thankful for it, that was my karma, because now people were talking about me the way I was talking about Miley Cyrus. I was like, and then, you know, once again, just I don't know. I didn't care. I really didn't. I was just kind of like, whether it's about me or not, I was like, this is all like kind of boring. He does it in the very Shane way where he gives like minimal. Even with us, our end of our friendship wasn't through Shane. It was through, I remember Rylan talking about us. Like it was never through Shane. Like he never wants to be the one to be like messy. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I was surprised he did it, because I do think he's in a like, I could say a different era, but he's still in his conspiracy era. But like as far as like being a dad, a different era. And he seems a little more like less out there and less, you know, by his personal life. So I was kind of surprised he did it. I just think those like fluff interviews where you don't get like too personal. I mean, Dr. Drew comes on here and he's very sweet to me or whatever, but also like, you know, and he doesn't know the full knowledge. So when I'll be like, okay, this is why people were mad about my dissociative identity disorder video, he's like, oh yeah, that's kind of problematic. You should probably apologize. You know what I mean? And the fact that she wasn't holding him accountable and vice versa, I was kind of like, people don't like love that. If he were to really sit down with like a therapist and really be like, I was disturbed, because I've always said this about Shane. He has a lot of like disturbing things in his past that like happened to him. Like everyone who's like has something wrong with them, whether it's a personality disorder, mental disorder, or just mean, like you're just a mean person to other people, like it's usually some sort of trauma. And he does have a lot of trauma. So I don't like I think if he was more real about that, even if not going into detail, people would have a little more sympathy, as opposed to just like glossing over and blaming everyone else. Well, this person needed help, and all I did was just ask like, hey, I didn't like what you did. And then worst case scenario. It's like, that's not what happened, you know? So I don't know. I was like, I really didn't think it was a big deal, but it was just annoying. I was just kind of like, oh. And then I saw the comments be annoyed too. It's like, Shane, like people are like on your side. If you're not going to be real. And it just wasn't real. It was just like a fake little interview. But
how interesting. Yeah.
But you liked it. You were like, I love it.
I didn't love it. No, I was like, I see. No, what you're saying makes sense, because now I'm even thinking about it differently. Because to me, it was like there were specific things he'd be like, oh, I have to take accountability for my old jokes or something. And I was like, oh, that's nice. I think also because my context of Shane now is still like the pooping, peeing jokes and conspiracies. So I was like, oh, this is showing that he has like grown and has like some self-awareness too. I was like, oh, that's good. But then I guess you're right. It was very selective, the stuff that he did like take accountability for. So that does like make sense. And like the way that he would talk about things too, where it was like very specific and not like the meat and potatoes, I guess, of his whole like cancellation. So I guess that does make sense. It was all very like selective. I did see this just conspiracy, no pun intended. It was all a conspiracy, but like I was going through the comments and they're mostly positive on on Katie's video, sorry. But there was one that was like, oh, of course this comes out. I guess another YouTuber named Katy, I don't know their full name, but did like a video going through all of Shane's like cancellations or whatever since like the Jenny Craig days, and that people kept saying,
Nikki, carry on.
oh yeah, there you go, yeah. So people are like, of course this comes out after that, and that's kind of just a weird.
Oh yeah, because he never does stuff like this. So I was like so confused why he did. I'm like, I don't know if it makes him look good. I don't think it makes him look bad. Yeah, because when you go, and we've talked about it at length on Patreon, where it's like some of the stuff, some of the jokes, like jokes about children and babies and stuff like that, like they get dark. And I get like he was being like, that was like his joking, but it's like, yeah, I think that's the stuff people more wanted to. And look, like who wants to talk about cancellations? That's why I was surprised he did it. Like, of course he's not going to be like, yeah, I made this gross joke about a baby. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, you don't want to bring that up, but it's also like, then just don't do anything about your cancellations, or don't just gloss over it as being like, oh, I wish I could apologize to Miley. It's like, that's not it. That's not why people are mad at you, you know? It was odd. Oh, yeah. I don't know. But yeah, it was good. He's like, I love it. My cancellation was my karma. But then he didn't really get it. So I was like, okay, I don't know.
Yeah, it is so interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that makes sense. I guess that makes sense. If there's a bad video, you're trying to counteract it with a good video.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, that would kind of make sense contextually, because timing wise was kind of random, because he has been doing really well. Like, it's kind of like another situation where like Shane, like even like a James Charles, like their platforms are so much bigger than ours. Like they get millions of views every video, you know, like they're so popular. So it's not like he needs to do anything. But also I think he also is very like into helping his friends. So like he's helping Katy with her channel, maybe. I don't know. Or whatever. Sorry, whatever her name is.
Katy Morton.
Katy Morton, yeah. So maybe, I don't know. I thought it was funny. He at the beginning of the episode, it was like he talked about like how he had this idea of having like pillow to cover like your belly, like but having arms in it. He's like, yeah, I remember we talked about this idea. And then she took it. She's like, oh yeah, went to like my aunt and she made the pillow and we sold out. Like he came up with this idea.
Oh, wait, really? Yes. Was he holding it in the thing?
Yes, he was holding a pillow. He's like, oh, this is my like security pillow. I think it's because I was like a fat thing, like you cover your belly.
Yeah, love that.
And he said like, you know, when we talked about the pillow, how I said that there should be a pillow that you put your arms in.
Oh, and she took the idea.
She took the idea. She's like, yeah, like I went to different people to patent it, but they wanted some money. So instead I just went straight to my aunt, and who is like a seamstress, and we completely sold out. I was like, oh my God.
Wait, what did he say? Was he excited?
He was like, he said drag clap. I mean, it's ballroom, but I'll give it to him. It was like, he's like, drag clap. This is how the drag queens clap. That's what he said.
Okay, all right.
So
Shane had good ideas. He always had good ideas. That's crazy though. She's like, okay, I'll take it and go.
I know. I thought that was funny, but
I did like Shane. Obviously, all the stuff I found out, he talked shit, but it shouldn't surprise me, right? It's like me ghosting people. It shouldn't surprise me. Like I ghost people. Shane talks to people. Like that's what you should do. So like I loved Shane. Obviously, I defended him. Like I literally defended him through all his cancellations. Then yeah, like whatever. Our shit happened, whatever. But I still have like a soft spot. People are like, why do you talk about Shane? It's like I still have like a weird soft spot for him because I don't know. I think he is like a good person. I don't know. I think he has like good intentions. I think he's like not a bad person. I think he's just a traumatized person. I think he's just gone through shit and hasn't like dealt with it. In my opinion, I don't know. Like just like looking on the outside, you know what I mean? I don't know. And I thought maybe he has. You know, like I said, sometimes you work through things. He said he's in therapy and he loves therapy and he goes through it. And I think that does help like so many people. I love it. I still do my Zoom therapy. It's like, you know what I mean? So I think it does. I have like a weird soft spot for him because I've known him for so long. Yeah, I just hate when people tell stories about so many friendships that ended. They used me. They did this. They're crazy. You know, they needed help. It's like, okay, but what did you do in it? You know what I mean?
True.
I can say every beef, even ones where I feel like maybe I've had like one or two beefs where I feel like I really wasn't in the wrong, but I can see where I contributed to the downfall of whatever. So to not see that at all is like, that always annoys me. I'm just like, okay, we'll give. That's why I never believe someone fully when they're like, I don't know. I was just like, oh, this bothers me. And then they like went off on me and I have no idea. Like, okay, there's something. Even if that person is crazy or untreated or whatever, like there always is a little something you did
that
too.
contributes to it. Yeah.
Interesting. It was interesting.
Yeah. I literally, I feel like I have to rewatch it with different context though, because it does change my perception of it.
When it's a hot topic, all right, we got a Shane hot topic. Let's go. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it literally didn't bother me because I was like, we were talking and I'm like, I don't know. It's kind of just like a nothing burger. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't think it was, I literally was like, oh, he said no YouTubers. He's taking accountability. Wow. I guess I was just really naive, I guess, because I really was like, no YouTubers. He said, this isn't he. He said, I can't be mad at anyone who had a problem with my jokes. But you're right. Then everything you said does make sense because it is very selective.
Yeah.
What he references and stuff. And yeah, well, everything you said makes me think about it differently, because it is true. Like, it is PR to not to mention something but not mention other things, you know, and then it like downplays a lot of stuff. I'm like, oh, you're right, yeah.
Because it does look like, oh wow, he's reflecting.
Yeah, yeah, that's what
the
I
wrong
thought.
things. No, I know. It's like every time I'm like, ugh, like I'm like, oh, I kind of have a soft spot. Then I like found out so many things afterwards. I was like, okay, he really didn't like me. Well, he's back then. But I ward off all evil eye, no negative energy. My evil eye bracelet broke, which actually means it worked. Oh! Yeah, they say once it breaks, it had like a bunch of little beads in the kitchen that all broke. I was like, oh no, my bracelet broke. But it means all the evil eyes have been warded away. Yes, so no evil eye to me. It bounces right back to you. I'm in my circle of protection. I just got black salt around me today, and it is protecting me. So I hope it protects you too. And I love growth and evolve and change. And maybe he did. Maybe this just came off a little wrong, but love a growth. Sometimes.
Yeah, not like a...
Oh, that got dark.
Yeah. What?
Like cancerous growth?
Came out, but okay.
What growth were you thinking?
Like a skin tag or something.
Oh, skin tags are fine, right?
Yeah, you just get them lasered off. Yeah. Period.
Well, you guys, I love you. Thanks for watching. We have Gagafied this. Go get the Amazon shirts from Moses is wearing. Oscar, go check out his live streams. You can see him break his silence on the James Charles investigation. Maybe next week will be a follow-up for you. Yeah. Go to our Patreon, patreon.com/justtrish. We're going to have so much fun reacting to our Christmas special. And let us know what foods to eat, because you guys will be seeing this on Tuesday. We'll record on Wednesday. Let us know if there's something exciting, because I just always love to eat. And shout out to the Domino's CEO, son. Thank you for coming to my show. I believe you, but I will believe you when I'm in a commercial.
Yeah,
then
or
we'll
at least a brand deal, you know, a TikTok.
Yeah, for real. Yeah. If there's a Domino's lawsuit against people not disclosing brand deals, I won't have to worry, because they're not paying me as of yet. All right, that's it. You guys want to say anything? Final words?
Gaga ooh la la. Pause that monster. Baby, you were born this way.
Oh, we were born this way.
Yeah.
And it's okay to be gay.
Yes. It's okay to be trans. It's okay to be bi. No matter black, white, or beige, hello, Orient made.
Yeah. We're on the right track, baby.
You were born this way.
That's profound.
Abracadabra.
Okay. Bye.